Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Show, the Wednesday, June 13th, 2018 edition. As always, I'm your host, Northernlion, joined by team co-host, Rockly Smile.
Welcome to the swarm! What's up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Wednesday.
My dudes.
Happy Wednesday. I hope you've had a lovely day so far. We also are joined today by Rob AlpacaPatrol.
Hello!
Austin's here, too.
Nuh-uh.
I just wanted to jump out in front of it before you had a chance. And then I wanted to see how you rolled with the punches after that.
I just was gonna keep going. Oh.
How long though?
Probably as long as my breath could allow.
I would have liked that. I'm kind of mad at Ryan now.
For what?
You interrupted him. We don't know how much breath Rob has now. That could have been important information. That
If he wants to test his VO2 max, he can go to a private hospital and pay them $1,500 for the privilege to figure out how good his body is, okay?
What the Christ is a VO2?
The VO2 max is the volume of oxygen that you can get into your lungs.
VO2 max sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
It's pretty
Austin,
much like a human vacuum.
Do you remember the time when the two of us had a competition for how long we could go?
Yeah, I do.
We did that for like 10 minutes on stream one time.
It was good.
People loved it.
I forgot what game we were playing. Was it Terraria?
It was something 2D.
I think it was Terraria, wasn't it?
Could have been Terraria, yeah.
It was Ed Helms? Is that what you said?
It was Ed Helms, the game.
Okay.
How long do you think you could hold your breath for?
I used to do it a lot when I was
25
younger.
seconds.
Yeah,
I'm
not
on
very
Nick's
long.
level. I'm thinking 25 seconds. I used to do, you know, when you're a kid, you got nothing better to do before the internet was invented.
Yeah.
Hold your breath. I was like a 25 to 40 second guy.
I
Yeah.
broke a minute once under the water in a pool, and I was really proud of myself, but like I have
That is
no
impressive.
lung capacity at all now.
Yeah.
I was on a swim team, and that's a very common competition when you're on a swim team. Is all you can hold your breath. I think I did about like 80 seconds, 90 seconds, something
That
like
seems
that.
like a very, very long time.
Yeah, I mean,
And also a skill that is completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
unless you're David Blaine.
If you're
I,
like drowning in a ship, it might save your life, actually.
Yeah, or, you know, you could just like die later.
You ever see Dunkirk?
What a great argument that was.
I don't mean like 80 years later. I mean like 80 seconds later.
Are you kidding me?
I don't mean that you would
Like,
like.
the fabric of reality could just.
I didn't mean it like.
All right.
I didn't mean like you would survive the ship and then 20 years later you get hit by a bus.
What I
just
want to
mean,
talk about is entropy and things concerning the fabric of reality. Not really.
So when I was younger, I used to, whenever someone would go underwater in a movie, I would
Yeah.
hold my breath.
Oh, did you try
I
it
don't
on
know if you guys
Alien
did that.
Resurrection? Because you die.
Dude, there's
spent
so
a lot
many
of time
movies.
down there.
Yeah, there's
They
so many
spend, like,
movies
6
where it's like,
minutes.
there's no way. There's no way.
They could have
someone
gotten
could-
abs
wait,
in that
wait,
amount
wait.
of time.
Extremely important to bring up.
Okay.
You've seen Alien Resurrection, Austin?
What? No.
You said it's
Okay.
like they're underwater for like 6
I meant
minutes.
like
and I
most
was-
movies do. it for-
Oh, okay.
I've seen Aliens.
If you've seen Alien Resurrection, you haven't seen literally every other film in the franchise.
I
Something
have.
went wrong.
I saw Aliens versus Predators.
Oh no.
I stole Austin.
Wait, they have an Austin character now?
Yeah,
Oh,
they have an
bullshit,
Austin.
That's dope.
I
There's an
stole
Armello
it.
character.
That's cool.
Yeah, Aliens is the right one to see. Alien and Aliens. Alien versus Predator, not,
Oh shit.
you know, great, but
You
life
could,
goes on.
like, honestly, you could kind of skip every other one too, besides Alien and Aliens.
So I have a very, very mildly controversial opinion.
Oh,
I like mildly controversial.
I think Prometheus is very bad,
Right.
but I think that Alien Covenant is only sort of bad.
I was gonna watch it, but I couldn't find anywhere to watch it yet.
Oh yeah. Try taking a flight about 8 months ago. That's when I found the access.
It wasn't on like any services that I have, so I was just like, all right, maybe later.
Services, he said.
What? Netflix, Hulu, Amazon
Watch
Prime Video?
movies.
I got 3 of them. It should be on one.
Watch movies online .free. Don't go to this site without your ad blocker on.
Guys are
So
wild.
actually, I have a controversial opinion,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and this one is gonna make
The heck?
Star Wars nerds real mad at me.
Uh-oh.
I said it on Twitter yesterday. I saw Solo yesterday.
Mm.
Yes. I think it's better than Rogue One. Just straight up.
I don't think that's gonna make nerds mad.
Oh,
I mean,
you'll
it got like
see.
an 80-something on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't
I
think it
thought
was-
like the opinions that I saw were like Solo's fun.
Yeah, it was good, and I think it was legitimately a better movie than Rogue One.
And Ryan, I think you underestimate how easily nerds get mad.
I don't know.
Fair point.
No,
yeah.
I'm like a third order nerd.
Have you been on Instagram lately?
I don't. Oh, it's a Kelly Marie Tran reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I picked it up.
Mhm.
I get mad about the people who get mad. That
She was
people
nice.
get
Why
mad.
are people mean to her? I don't
mean, I'll agree
understand
that
it.
You don't know. Like, don't take this the wrong way. You don't know.
Yeah, she should be evil.
She could be a piece of garbage, but her character was.
Her character
a nice
was
lady.
fine.
Her character was incredibly stupid at one point in the movie.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna go on
Of
her,
all
on
the
her
things.
Instagram and bully her, but and it's not her character's fault. It's the writer's fault. So it's not her fault.
Well,
I personally
her character
thought-
also does not exist, so it can't be her fault.
No, I'm just like trying to rationalize 0.1% of this. I guess.
you be nice to her.
I'm not mean. I'm a very nice person. Oh, you've iced me.
I just want to say I think that there was another character in that film particularly that was way more inconsequential than Rose.
Darth
That's all
Vader.
I'm gonna say. Yeah, Darth Vader. He didn't even appear in the movie.
I know. It's like, come on.
Yeah. What are they doing, Disney? But yeah. We also saw I Don't Feel So Good. So that was good.
Oh, is that a movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
You know,
actually thought it was gonna be like a Blumhouse horror movie. And I had already concocted the plot in my head. There's like, you know, these people are in high school together. Every once in a while, one of them just goes, I don't feel so good. And they turn into a monster and nobody knows what's going on. And then
Yeah.
It's like that
you know.
game Deceit.
God damn it.
exactly true. Where nobody knows
Knows
what's going on.
And then it just kind of ends.
Occasionally there's murder and
Dan says pumpkin scrubs.
it's still really popular on YouTube for some reason, but oh, come on. Daddy's spatial awareness is not very strong.
Oh, daddy.
Don't.
I only do it because it makes you feel weird.
He's done it.
Do you see that guy on Twitter whose thing is that he's seen Infinity War like 58 times now?
Why?
Yeah. Is that the guy that was seeing it every day?
Yeah.
What a horrible waste of time. For literally any movie.
I'm so happy that you are going to join me in this level of cynicism here. Because when I
of
saw that he'd
course.
seen it like 8 times in a row, I was like, you know, he's really excited.
Who's
for it. That's
defending
fine.
that?
Well, I don't know. I just thought, you know, we'd get into this let people live their lives business that I don't respect. But it turns out that instead we're all going to be on the same page here, and I'm very happy.
I think at 7 times, like watching it for a full week, I think it's a little excessive, but you know, man's got to do it.
If you're like a die-hard fan, I'd be like,
Right,
all
yeah.
Like I would not do it, but I understand, I guess.
Yeah.
He's
But
watched.
then I think you just hit inertia at some point, right? It's like,
I want this shit.
well, I told an anecdote about how I was gonna get to level 99 in Kingdom Hearts on the starting island by just bouncing Waka's ball back to
damn
him
it.
with the Keyblade over and over, or with the
Yeah.
stick. And then after doing it for like 3 hours, I was like, this is gonna take like 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
And it sucks and it's boring. Oh Lord. Well, I guess I won't be able to see where my things are anymore, so my mistake.
I have
and,
wizarded out.
I have also wizarded out.
Yeah.
I was just like, you know, at some point, he's just like, that's his thing. Like, if he stops, his whole identity is going to collapse, right?
Yeah.
He's watched Infinity War more times in the space of 2 or 3 months than I've seen Pulp Fiction in my entire life, and that's pretty much my favorite movie.
I
Well, I
do
know-
just want to mention someone in my chat says the Binding of Isaac dude, which I think is very fitting.
Yeah, well, hey, this will blow your mind. You know, a lot of people spend like 7 hours a day at a job. You're gonna make fun of the Infinity War guy, and you do your job 7
Hey,
hours a
man.
day, 365 days a year.
Hey, I'm just saying, at your job, you're talking about Infinity War guy. So maybe he
very-
can get some sponsored deals off of this Twitter world.
What?
He needs some sponsored deals to pay
Wait
for
a
the
minute.
movie tickets, man.
If this logic follows, then you're saying that Infinity War guy and working guy are the same guy.
Could be.
Did you ever notice that some of you shills drink fluids? You drank fluids.
Wait, so
58
you're actually
days in a
talking
row?
yourself down when you diss Infinity War guy.
No, I'm not dissing him. I'm just saying it's an extreme waste of time. He can do what he wants to with his time in the end, but like, I feel like it's like an Iron Man streak, where like Cal Ripken Jr. played like 1,000 baseball games in a row without losing a man game to injury. Like, what happened? Is this guy gonna have a situation like that? Like, what happens between when it leaves theaters and when the Blu-ray comes out? Like, is he gonna have to? I don't know what you do in that situation.
You find somebody to get a screener from.
That's it for your consideration of the Academy Awards or something.
Right.
I'm sure you can, if you know the right people, you can get one of those screener DVDs that's just got the words in black written on it. They're rare, but you can find them.
A good related spring here. What is the movie you think you've seen the most, or like that you could guess you've seen the most?
Well, I just answered that.
Die Hard.
And how many times do you think you've seen it?
Yeah.
Probably about 50 times on Pulp Fiction.
You've seen Pulp Fiction 50 times?
50 times?
I've probably
Over
seen
the course
Pulp
of my
Fiction
life,
50
yeah.
times, yeah.
I mean, that's like twice a year for every year that you're legally allowed to watch that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's kind of a lot.
I still haven't seen it.
Dude.
Okay, now that's Matt. Nick, you should
Come on.
give one of your...
I will happily. I don't need to hold on to them.
You know
God damn it!
where I've actually seen the movie or not seen it was the fucking script reading that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should see Pulp Fiction. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's like a really, really good movie.
I need Mouth to validate me that that's not actually that many times. I
50
feel like
times is not that many
he's
times.
probably
That
seen
is-
some movie dozens and dozens more times than
50
that.
times is a lot.
I mean, like, not really. It's a couple of times a year. Seems reasonable.
For your whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I probably started watching it when I was like 13 or something, so it wasn't my whole life.
Fair. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know what movie I've seen the most is absolutely Austin Powers 2: The Spy Who Shagged Me. Because there was like,
I mean,
Is it like
one
3
summer
times?
no, one summer vacation there was like 2 weeks where I watched
yeah, I
it every
remember.
day. So there's like I've probably seen it 20 times in my life.
All
But that
right.
required a sustained burst of psychosis as a 14-year-old, where I was like, I'm gonna see this every day. I'm gonna be the Austin Powers guy on Twitter.
Yeah, you were almost that guy. You must respect that then.
I mean, I've watched Die Hard like probably at least once a year for every year in my life.
You
Most
watched Die
likely.
Hard when you were 0?
I'm saying that is the number that I would give because I've watched Die Hard multiple times in single years several times.
If his mother watched it while he was in the womb, does that count as your zero?
Ooh, I think it does.
Have you
If
ever
we're counting-
watched a movie and then watched it again right after it finished?
Yes.
I don't
I've
think
never
I've done that.
I wouldn't do that. I can't do. I don't think I could do that even.
I did
I've
it
done
one
a long
time, and I didn't like the movie, but it was take your kid to work day. But like, so me and my friend went to my dad's office, but there's like nothing for a kid to do there. So
Yeah.
he was like, just walk down to the Blockbuster Video and rent something. We were in 9th grade, so we rented Super Troopers, and we watched it in like the office meeting room. And then when it was done, it's like 10 a.m. because normal people work early in the morning, and we're like, shit, it's 10 a.m. We got another 7 hours here. What should we do? And we're like, all right, we could watch Super Troopers again, and then it'll be like lunchtime.
What
So
if
we
you had
watched
like an
Super
hour?
Troopers again.
What if you had
Then
an
it was
hour
lunch.
between viewings?
I
Does
think
that
that
count?
counts as right after.
Yeah, I think I've watched Forbidden Zone twice in a row then.
What the heck is Forbidden Zone?
I think the last movie that I watched right after I watched it the
Glossed right
first
over.
time.
So,
The last
It's
movie that I did that
difficult
with
to
was
explain.
Prestige, I think.
I
Probably.
don't think I've ever done that.
You should watch The Prestige. It's a great movie.
It's not porn.
I mean, the fact that you're being so cagey about the explanation,
No, well,
Makes
Rob
it
started talking the second I finished, so I didn't.
I'm just saying, it seems a little pornographic.
It's not. Look, it's got the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo do the soundtrack, and it's this bizarre story about the California tar pits, and then they go through this weird intestinal tract, and they end up in hell, and there's like weird devils deals going on. I don't really know how to describe it. There's a lot of song
Sounds
and
like
dance
porn.
numbers involved. It's not porn.
Well, it's not porn yet, is I think.
There's a couple of nude butts in it, but it's not porn.
The Forbidden Zones.
I think the devil like bangs the butts, but like you don't see anything.
Okay, the more you talk about this movie, the more I think it's porn.
It seems pornographic.
And they do kind of like come out of the colon of the weird intestines at the end, but that's not like porn. That's just gross.
Nick, have you ever seen the sequel? It's called The Erogenous Zones.
Which are those?
There's a couple. It
Back of the
take me
knee.
some time to
Do
explain.
you kiss the back of the knee?
Yeah, that counts.
The
Like-
poop that comes out of the colon are pillows, by the way.
What?
Yep.
I'm just saying it's not real poop or anything. It's they come out with pillows after they go through. It's like an animated sequence, and then they come out of a real like cardboard butt.
Does Does Oingo Boingo have any famous songs?
I think Little Girls might have been one of their big singles. Look, I didn't write it.
Oh, Weird Science. Yeah, that's fair. Who's saying that song that's like, "Can we dance? Oh, there."
Oh, yeah. I know that song. It's a good song.
I don't know
That
that
was
song.
in the Vice City soundtrack. I
Oh,
believe.
it's a classic.
Yeah.
I think that might be Wang Chung. It is Wang Chung.
Yeah.
It's not Wang Chong. Oh, that's offensive.
I don't know anything about Wang Chung. Do you know anything about Wang Chung?
What? How did I win?
Excuse me? Oh.
They sing that song that goes, "We're nice."
I mean, other than that, though.
Don't they say "Everybody Wang Chung" tonight in one of their songs?
Everybody Wang
Chung tonight. That
Yeah.
sounds right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I'm probably gonna embarrass myself here,
no, what else is new?
and but not for the reason that people are gonna think when I say it. But
Oh, okay.
two things. First one's not that crazy, but I think if we're talking about movies that we've seen the most of, if we count like full series,
Balto.
I've probably seen every Harry Potter movie like at least 10 times each.
Okay.
So that's like 70 to 80 times of that whole series.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Which I don't think is that crazy because those movies are very rewatchable if you like them.
You're counting the individual movies as watching the whole series? What?
No, I'm counting like if you just count that whole series as like
Oh, every
One movie.
individual movie counts toward one watch of the...
yeah. I'm just saying like if we count that, which I don't think we necessarily do or don't, but
Yeah.
I think we
Just,
count one individual movie, not
Right,
as
right,
the
right.
series.
and now this is where I'm gonna embarrass myself. That movie is The Lion King.
Not
When I
embarrassing.
was
yet.
younger, what I would do is I would really like to sing along to all the songs in the movie. So I would do that a lot.
That's
That's
fine.
adorable.
Not embarrassing yet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When are you
Good
getting to the embarrassing bit?
Yeah, you haven't gotten to the embarrassing part
then.
yet.
Yeah.
Alright, well, it turns out it wasn't embarrassing. I'm saying.
That's not that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what college freshmen do when they get drunk.
I've got a way more embarrassing Disney movie that I used to watch on
All
repeat
right,
when I was a kid.
I'm glad I coaxed this one out and didn't risk anything at all.
So I'm told, I actually don't remember this, but I'm told that I used to watch
Eskimo Pussy
The
is
Little
mighty cold?
Mermaid.
Oh.
No.
Nick.
I used to watch The Little Mermaid on repeat when I was
No, I
younger.
wind!
No.
I thought you won.
No, I died. The opposite.
Freeze him. Freeze him.
Oh, that's okay.
Why would that be embarrassing, Rob? Because the protagonist is a woman?
No, because it's not
Just like
necessarily-
in Rogue One, the protagonist was a woman?
Ah, you know what? You're right. I was actually really pissed off that they had any women in Solo, because I thought it was Solo about a man who goes solo.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it wasn't.
I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo.
Can you
They had
sing
women
the
in it.
song about when she finds the whoosy what's it and the whatchamacallit?
You know
know
what's
the one?
funny is I don't even though apparently I loved that movie when I was a child, I don't remember like any songs from it. like, at
Really?
all. Yeah.
Because you had to hear that song every time the movie plays.
You would think, yeah.
Huh.
I think that's one of the Disney movies that I haven't actually seen.
Rack Attack!
The one where she's like, oh, it's like a spoon, but it's not, and then she puts it back on the shelf.
What do they call them? Forks.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
That movie has some real bangers in it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I just can't wait to live on.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
And
Great
like
track.
the circle of water.
Mhm.
I didn't understand what the joke was until now. I got you. I was like, isn't that a
The
line?
Little Mermaid's about a lady. She wants to live on the land.
She does.
She wants
yeah.
to try out having human feet.
Why? It's
Yeah.
fucking boring.
mostly just
Did
wants to
anyone
make-
tell her? Did anyone tell her about taxes? Is that something that she knows?
What if she just
she
got
mostly-
corns and like nasty ass fungus on her feet as soon as she got them? Because she
Yeah,
keeps
be
thinking like
surprised.
the best thing to do all day is walk around on the beach. She's just gonna
Yeah.
get nasty trench foot and then her feet are gonna get rotted off.
Honestly, it would serve her right.
Idiot.
Yeah.
It's not all,
No.
it's not all fun and games up here.
You ever see Funny Games?
No.
A
but
Doug movie?
No.
Which one? The original or then the
German
sequel where the
version,
dude
yeah.
remade his own movie in America?
And it's like a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the German version. I mean, to be honest, it is a shot-for-shot remake. It doesn't matter which one you watch.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, like film like snobs, which should be me, would be like, well, you gotta watch the original German version, but it's a shot-for-shot remake. Who cares?
I thought I was reading about that probably like a month ago.
Yeah.
What an interesting coincidence. And I thought it was like when the first one came out in Germany, they were like, interesting idea, not that good. And he was like, you know what? That's just the rough copy. Now I'm going
Right.
to make the good copy in America. And then when it came out in America, they were like, it's not that good.
Yeah.
Just pretty much the same movie.
Yeah, like when I was younger, it was one of those things where like, you know, all my friends who were like into like horror stuff were like, oh my god, you have to watch Funny Games. And like, I don't know, it's good, it's atmospheric, but it's like, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal, I think.
I think when you're young and snobby, which
Yeah.
is the title of my debut album, anything that subverts traditional genre trends is like
Yeah.
instantaneously it appeals to you.
Right. I agree with that.
Even if it
Yeah.
sucks, like Across the Universe, that Beatles musical.
I did not see that actually.
What? How old was your brother when it came out? Be honest.
Probably like 16, 17.
Perfect age.
No.
Yeah.
Do you think
I've
you
never
can
seen
use
it.
the human centipede to censor human genitals?
By like
Okay.
eating them.
Well, no, what I mean is like, say you've got some human genitals in a movie, right? And then you want to not
Right.
show them because censorship, like you don't
Yeah.
want to get like an adults only rating on your movie or something. So you
Right.
put like another human being's mouth over them.
Oh, okay. I see
And
what
then
you're
all of a
saying.
sudden you can't see him anymore. Is that better? Or is
Yes.
that worse?
From the censor standpoint, I mean, I do want to take a little issue with the idea that oral sex is
It's
akin to the human
censorship?
centipede. The like.
Well, no, I mean the mouth is attached to the asshole.
No!
Well, it's okay, Rob. They got out at the end. Actually, I don't know that they did in the second and third ones. They may not have gotten out at the end. It's okay, Austin.
Is it an analingual thing or is it like a coerced thing? Because I think that makes a huge difference.
Is it an air lingual?
Wait, what's the problem?
Oh, no.
Analingus is not censorship?
Analingus?
Well, I think if it's forced analingus, you have to the MPAA has to put
You have to
that
tell me
into
about it.
Well, it's
context.
breaking the fourth wall, the analingus. Like you
Oh,
put him there. You
Deadpool
put him there
analingus.
because it's really hard to play this and talk at the same time. You put him there because the director put him there, but not because there's like a plot reason. So it's just like instead of a black bar, it's just like a human mouth.
To be honest with you, I think yeah, you would be able to get away with that. Probably.
That was
To be
great
honest.
placement on the house. I like that a lot.
Thank
Do
you,
you
thank you.
think that more people watch The Human Centipede because they like the movie or because they like to jack off to it?
Nobody's jacking off to that.
But nobody. Here's the thing. Nobody's watching it because they like it.
Have you
either.
seen it?
I thought it was like a feature length, like sort of like Two Girls One Cup thing.
I
where,
have
you
seen
know,
that movie. Nobody's jacking off to that.
It's just like a mainstream sort of extreme body horror thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I mean. Though. Like, is anyone actually watching it because they like? Because it is like universally considered awful, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not very good.
It's gone
yeah.
back around the other side though. Like people thought it was so awful it was good.
It's definitely not. Well, I mean, I don't know about like what you specifically said, but I mean,
Yeah.
I think those people are wrong.
It achieved
Yeah.
cult status is what I'm trying to get at, which is why there
Yeah,
were
yeah.
2 sequels to it.
There were
think it's-
2 sequels?
Yes, they made
Yeah,
a
the
third
final
one, which
chapter.
was about a prison being completely turned into a centipede. I did not watch that one.
Jesus.
It's like a prison was eating another prison's ass.
No, it's like 100 or 200 people all chained.
I
Okay.
can't fucking play this game.
Well, it reminds me of like Sharknado, where it's like it just
Stop.
is there on. It's just the concept alone is what makes it silly, and then like
Or
your-
Tusk.
your normie coworker is like, check it out, I got this really subversive movie. It's about a dude who stitches people's mouths and asses together. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And you're like, that's not that weird. That's just like, you're trying too hard.
My wolf exploded.
I still like South Park's take on Human Centipede.
Yeah, don't do the voice. I know you want to do the voice.
Yeah.
Hey, it was from South Park. You can quote it. But yeah, no, Human Centipede sucks ass. In many ways.
Robert.
Oh my god, that was so good. You didn't do that on purpose, did you?
I
really
did not know.
It was so much better that you didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah. It was
That's
fun.
one of those jokes that on purpose is just not funny, but accidentally is
Yeah.
solid.
How many animals do you think have been inside each other at the same time?
Like
You
in
mean
a
like the little old
turducken?
lady story or whatever?
Like, you know, there's that fish that gets the tongue parasite, right? And then the tongue parasite becomes the fish's tongue. Like,
No,
what if?
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Somehow
there's
I
a
had never heard of the tongue parasite.
there's a tongue parasite that fish get, replaces their tongue, and then it acts as the fish's tongue, but also eats a little of the food. So imagine that fish with the tongue parasite got caught in some other larger animal, then that animal got caught in another one, and it all happened super fast. Like, how many animals were alive at the same time before, you know, the final moment?
Is this like an algebra question?
Yes.
This is an algebra question.
Algebra question.
If you can come up with a way to write that equation, I'd be happy to hear it.
So,
the word wrong.
I have no idea.
I love how chat thought Nick was like asking a really bad sexual question.
No.
Do you guys know who Nick is? You wanted scientific facts about how many animals can be eaten. by a
Yeah, I
whale
always
at the
want
same time.
scientific facts, never sexual.
So I am like so far from a germaphobe. I'm almost like a germophile, right?
You
I
look for
love
germs?
Germs.
Yeah, I love them. Big
Yeah.
old germs. But
You get off on germs.
I totally understand. Like Howie Mandel, everyone goes like, "Oh, look at this weirdo, doesn't want to shake hands with you, just fist bump. Why don't you just be normal, idiot?" Right? But you think about like how many germs are out there on a regular basis. I totally get why someone would be a germaphobe. We
Yeah.
have like billions or trillions of bacteria in our stomach, in our gut,
Yeah.
in our colon.
Is it trillions? Wow.
Nobody knows what they're doing down there for the most part. People are just like, this is good bacteria, that's bad bacteria.
How do they know
Do we
which ones
actually
are
not
bad?
know?
I don't know.
I didn't
I'm
know
not-
there were trillions. I thought there were billions.
Oh, goddamn.
Also, I feel like
I-
you're shirking my fish question, but that's okay.
Well, I don't have any insight into that whatsoever.
I was hoping maybe you would, because, you know, you got a
Yeah, we-
biology major.
You are a marine biologist.
We didn't cover how many animals had been inside of one another at one time. Unfortunately.
I thought
You
that
didn't
was
do
early.
how many animals were inside of each other?
No, I also thought that was like more class.
Whitney!
Oh boy.
Witness
no.
me! Dude, Rage
I'm
2.
so fucked because I have an angled piece and
Yeah, I have the square after that one.
Help.
Get me out.
I'm just building a pile.
Yeah, I'm give me pile meta here. Just like
This might work. No! There's too much wind in this Tetris.
it's a lot of Tetris
This is the windiest
windows. Come on!
Oh, I won.
No, I was there.
I guess I was too. I didn't really notice.
You guys ever see Video Drone?
No.
Got it.
what?
Cronenberg body horror.
I have not
Yeah.
seen Videodrome.
You
I should, though. Yeah, that sounds like my kind of thing.
Same question
you
from
would
the Human
love
Centipede. though.
Videodrome.
It's a
When,
Canadian movie.
when and how does the body horror Cronenbergs happen?
Well,
Pardon the grammar there.
The Cronenberg-ness body horror happens like kind of sort of near the end.
Oh, spoiler.
Oh, that sucks. I thought it was going to be right away.
Yeah, but like there is a scene where James Woods pierces Blondie's nipple.
I can't
That
watch
doesn't count.
I can't watch a James Woods movie.
Yeah,
I don't mix politics and media.
Why is there Cronenberg action happening?
Well, okay, so I'll give you a quick premise of the movie.
Okay, give me a primer.
There's a sleazy TV network executive,
James
and-
Woods.
Those freaking
James
guys.
Woods, yeah. And he wants to find the hottest new thing, you know?
Okay. And it's like goop monsters?
Debbie Harry.
Yeah. And he basically discovers the 80s version of the Darknet and finds, yeah, and he like finds this weird thing called Videodrome where it's just like this pirate broadcast where people are getting tortured and they don't know if it's real or not.
Oh, it's like fear.com.
There's a new movie coming out just like that, too. I saw a preview for it when I saw Hereditary, and I don't remember the name of it now.
He's done it.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds interesting so far. So at some point they turn into goop?
There's then it gets real weird. Yeah, it's a Cronenberg movie, so you know how that goes.
Cronenberg killed the man. I didn't have the second part of that.
Cronenberg killed the men.
It's a real good movie.
Where'd my house go?
Dropped it down the hole.
I thought they would just like, let it go and then maybe
Let it go.
Let it go. Hey, did you guys see that Elsa was in the new Kingdom Hearts?
Frozen
Like 6
Elsa?
times.
Did you have any idea?
Did you guys see that somebody was mad at Mathis for making fun of Kingdom Hearts, and then he replied with a big reply all on Twitter about it? I was chuckling to myself when I saw it, and I was like, this guy's getting in arguments with people about Kingdom Hearts.
Why is Cloud in Smash Brothers, but like Sora isn't?
Great question. Answer:
Disney.
Licensing rights.
Yeah, but Cloud, like he's never been in a Nintendo game.
They used to have Final Fantasy on Nintendo.
I think Cloud he's kind of like James Earl Jones,
Oh.
where like everybody's like, I know that guy, even though he hasn't done a movie in like 14 years.
He's
just kinda
ubiquitous.
He's he's like Jack Nicholson. Hasn't been in a movie since like The Bucket List or
Everybody
something.
likes
But everyone's like, he's the most famous actor in America.
Huh.
Are they?
Well, people say things all the time that they may or may not regret.
I mean, the highest grossing actor, I believe. I don't know if Sam Jackson took it from Harrison Ford yet.
I believe he did because of every Marvel movie that he's in for 10 seconds.
Right, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I know he was competing with him for it. So,
Anyway, I just thought it was funny since he was basically exclusively a Sony, well, not a Sony character, but on Sony media. For him to be in the Nintendo thing about Nintendo characters just seemed kind of silly.
dude, somebody in your chat just mentioned that The Rock is the highest paid currently, apparently.
Yeah.
And we saw a trailer for the Die Hard starring The Rock, basically, when we watched
Rampage.
Infinity War. Did you guys see that? Yeah. No, not Rampage. It's a movie called it looks like it's a remake of Inferno almost, but I forget. It's called Skyscraper, I think is what it's called.
Oh,
You see the trailer for that?
I think I've seen Skyscraper.
It looks.
Wait,
Wait, who's number 3 here?
not me.
I think I might have won. I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
Wasn't Skyscraper from like 2001?
Maybe it's. Are we remaking 2001 failures? Is that what's happening?
Maybe I'm
now?
thinking of something else, but I thought it was called Skyscraper. It was about a fireman that was trying to get out of a high rise.
It sounds like the Towering Inferno.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. That's it.
That's from 1975.
No.
That's what I was saying. It looks like it's a remake of Towering Inferno.
Did they remake it in the 90s? Because I think there was one then.
They did do a remake of
the
that.
90s.
I don't remember when they remade it.
Because I
though.
wasn't alive in the 70s, and I saw it when it was new, so I'm pretty sure something's
You guys
off.
ever see the remake of the Poseidon Adventure called
Yes.
Poseidon?
No.
Yeah.
Who's
I did.
green lighting these stupid movies? I know this is like 10
Not
years
you,
old
I
at
guess.
this point. Well, it's just like it's the same with Ben-Hur, where I'm like, nobody wants to see
It's
a
been.
new Ben-Hur. It just doesn't make sense.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we can swear on this show. It's okay.
You just gotta tick the
Please.
box for it for YouTube.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Shit farts.
Get
You
iced.
get- Are you monetized now?
It ebbs and flows, honestly. My Isaac episodes oftentimes end up as T for teen, which offends me on many levels. One big level is like, if you're over the age of 13, you shouldn't be watching this in the first place. You should have better things to do.
Yeah.
The other one is I don't say swears anymore.
Swears.
Like heck,
Weird.
I say heck from time to time. Maybe
Uh-oh.
that's my problem.
you should be censoring that.
So I know you say frig ironically.
Yeah.
Is that like not ironic because you don't want to swear?
It's both. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Skirts the Google DeepMind language filter and it makes it all ages friendly. But the thing is, if you're an adult, you know when I say frig,
Yeah.
I'm saying fuck.
What?
It's like when they used to say frack on
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica.
I had
and
so
then-
much respect for you.
You know what I'd love to see is a comedian who doesn't swear but is also extremely vile. I don't know if any comedian like that has ever existed. Like, yeah, I was fingering my girlfriend's butthole yesterday and some fish came out and I ate it. You'd be like, oh my god.
That sounds like
Wait, what did you
I was
just
like, hey,
say?
this tastes like crap.
Rodney Dangerfield?
That sounds completely like a bit that Jim Norton would absolutely have. To
Which
be honest.
one's Jim Norton?
He's the one that looks.
He stinks and I don't like him?
Yeah, he stinks and I don't like.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought he was the virus guy.
Danny DeVito.
No, Norton antivirus.
Okay, yeah,
Oh. That's.
yeah, that's cold, dude.
No, I just hated that joke
Antivirus.
that much.
I don't want this wave shit anymore.
Yeah,
I just want a
yeah,
sack.
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I should have just put it on like puzzle only.
What?
Yeah.
But in my head, I was like, that's gonna get boring. And then every
don't-
time I'm like, puzzle's the best.
Yep.
I don't like puzzle because then I gotta like think real hard and then like I'm not good at
Yeah.
banter.
Puzzle comes naturally to me.
Yeah. It's not
Puzzle
that
does
hard.
I'm already not
come
good at
naturally
banter,
to
but
me.
like, you know.
It's because my brain goes so fast.
Right, yeah. You gotta go.
And you guys just wizard out?
I'm gonna right now, so don't worry about it. There.
Fuck! Come on!
Are you in a
How did I fuck that
How
up?
did I wizard the fuck out, dude?
Did you guys see that tweet from Major Nelson about how easy it is to connect your Microsoft Fortnite account and then use it on Switch?
No, I did not.
No!
Yes, yes.
I just replied, this tweet lacks subtlety.
Do you follow Major Nelson?
I think I might, yeah.
What year is it?
I don't know.
For real, though, actually. What happened to him?
Do you like what he does once a week where he interviews a gamer and figures out, what's your favorite game? It's some
Halo.
hard-hitting questions. Well, I've always loved the Halo franchise. There's a special place in my heart for Gears of War, though.
Are you talking about the Sony press conference? You get it? Because
It was not a good conference.
E3 kind of blew this year.
E3 was fine.
I think
You're
it was all right.
wrong. And you're simultaneously right, because the Sony press conference was just bizarre. When nobody knew if it started or had ended. And then
Yeah.
they were like, so they showed like the Last of Us 2 trailer, and then
Yeah.
everyone was like, oh, it's starting off with a bang. I see how it is. You got Banjo Lord. And then they were like, so what's your favorite part of the Last of Us 2 trailer? And everyone's
Yeah.
like, is this the show?
It's BYOE. It's Bring Your Own Entertainment. But Lynn actually had a really great anecdote about that I think she's actually correct. The reason they threw over to the panel was because they were buying time for the audience to change venues, and it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
took a
people in
million
my chat
years
were
longer
saying
than they thought.
Yeah,
Well,
that's,
but see, they went
also
back
very
to the
stupid.
panel.
I know it's very stupid.
They also went back to the panel later, and I was insulted, to be honest with you.
Well, they didn't do it to you personally.
I mean, they did. They did.
Yeah, I guess they did do it to you personally. Yeah. Sorry, Rob.
If I wanted to see 4 people who don't know what they're talking about talk about new games, I would actually watch Roundtable.
Hey,
Bunch.
I was gonna try and cut out your freaking punchline with another podcast, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
no!
we suck.
Dirty bitch!
So is that Mario Party? Super Mario Party is confirmed not online.
not online.
Oh,
Wait, I thought they said it was.
Kidding me? I didn't notice that. Really?
Nintendo are idiots.
No.
They're stupid idiots. What's wrong
Be
with
nice,
them?
or they're gonna delete their Instagram.
They're stupid idiots.
Are you
I just-
fucking
At
kidding
least
me?
Overcooked has online.
Yeah, that's a smart decision.
It just like it hurts because it's literally what I wanted. I was like, people were like, what do you want to see from Nintendo? And I was like, Prime 4, Smash, all that. But then like, I'd really love to have a new Mario Party. And then I said, but even if they have one, it's not gonna have online, and I'm gonna be sad. And sure enough, new Mario Party.
I'm sorry
wow.
I called Nintendo stupid idiots, guys. I didn't mean it.
I mean, that is like, what are we in 2004? Like, what's happening? Honestly,
You know what I really liked is when they showed that really tender same-sex kiss in The Last of Us 2, and you're like, who says games can't have nuance? And then she made a homemade arrow and shot it at a dude, and the dude exploded into like a red mist.
Yeah,
I was
and
like,
then
this
also,
is fucking sick.
and also like that scene continues, and after like a brutal machete murder, it cuts back to the kiss.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, all right, yeah, that's.
But I do have a lot of questions about it as a result of that. And the big one is like, where's the dance taking place?
Yeah.
Wait, you got like this venue, everybody's dancing and having a good time. But there's clickers out there.
We don't know that. We never saw them in the trailer.
That's true. They could be gone.
There might not be clickers.
There might not be any more clickers. Maybe they found a way.
Oh, but you know what? Maybe they did a crossover and added freakers in.
No, really? You think they got the
Could
freakers?
be, yeah. Could have added a couple of freakers in there.
All right. I don't want to live in that world. That sounds terrifying.
I'm actually kind of glad they didn't show any of that game again.
I want them to just release it so we can move on.
Yeah. I think they were really hoping Sons of Anarchy would air for like 11 seasons. And then when they stopped after season 10.99, they were like, oh shit. We got a game that's really gonna tap into the pulse of the nation. All right, pitch me. It's based on the media property that people are most sick of in the year 2018, combined with a show that hasn't been on the air since 2016.
Yeah.
Where do I sign?
See, no, when we were watching E3 though, we were like, we realized though that we are the exception, not the rule, because
It's very self-inflating.
well, because like yeah, we're really tired of zombies, but like when they were showing like stuff that we thought was like really cool, if you look at the Twitch chat, it was all just like, oh, Resident Sleeper, where are the guns? so it's just like, yeah, like we're the ones, we're the hipsters, not anyone else.
I mean, we have all these YouTube channels, right, that are covering all these indie games mostly, and then like we're not popular, so that's as far as you really had to go.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah. Eat my ass.
Also, where are the guns, though?
Where are the guns?
I was very unhappy when, at the end of the Death Stranding gameplay, Norman Reedus took out a carbine. I was like, we were so close to it being, and it could still be awesome, but I was like, man, we were so close to it being like something a little weirder. Then when he pulled out the carbine, I was like, all right, it is Hideo Kojima.
I hope it's mostly mountain climbing and trekking through weird, like, crazy worlds.
No.
That appeals to me a lot,
Don't do
actually.
this. Oh, you piece of shit.
What is this? Auto spin? I don't respect it.
Oh,
I'm gonna send back an auto spin for you in the other direction.
Fine.
Honestly,
I'll live.
Anthony,
Oh man,
Just call it.
I hope the toenail ripping off segment, by the way, is like a one-time deal, and also I cannot look at it ever again.
I was a big no on that one.
You think they're gonna put like, that's gonna be like one of the back of the box things? Is like once every hour you have to rip off your toenail.
Think back to Far Cry 4, right? Where when you get shot, he kept pulling out the bullet with pliers from his forearm and shit. I thought maybe that would be like a fucking weird animation you'd keep seeing when you step on the wrong thing. I mean, it didn't really make sense in Far Cry, like how many times you pull a bullet out of your arm, but it, you know, it's games.
It's weird, right? Because like I also was like, it's gross, but when she blew that dude up, I was like, that was sick.
Yeah. You know what I want to know is where'd Ellen Page go? You know, what happened to Ellen Page?
Look.
Yeah. Oh man. That control game looked cool though.
Dude, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, that looked interesting. It's like
I thought that looked neat.
That was. They just didn't show any of it though.
I was certain it was psyops too.
Motherfucker, okay?
Wait, why are you mad?
Everything they show at E3 is already so highly curated that whenever I get so upset when people are like, "Well, where's the gameplay?" None of it is gameplay. None of it.
I agree.
It's all made in a lab in Irvine, California.
Wait a minute. There's some gameplay, Ryan.
Almost none of it is gameplay.
I was so pissed at the I was so pissed at the Last of Us thing because that was all bullshit. Like, almost none of that looked. I'm tilted now. None of it looked real.
I think it could still be real. I think it could.
Dude, I was biting my tongue during Roundtable because it was neither the time nor the place. But when people are going, "This is gameplay," I was like, "Yeah, it's definitely gameplay." When it starts behind the shoulder, there's no HUD whatsoever. It randomly swings into these like cinematic segments that are highly scripted and curated. Like,
you guys all played God of War, right? Like, that has polish of that level. I think it's possible that it's slightly edited, but is still mostly actual gameplay.
No, but the God of War thing has one animation for every enemy, whereas what's her face was going through doing all. Yeah, it is. In fact,
one animation.
Animation.
It's curated, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's like scenes in that where it was like where she like knows exactly which thing.
Yeah, she like jumped off a fucking road at one point, like without knowing where to go.
Well, yeah, like the reality is this is how it goes down in the actual game. Is you're like, oh yeah, maybe I'll go there, and then I'll plan out my next move and go that way, and you take a step, and they're just like, hey, look, there's somebody here, and then you just get into a big.
Okay, but like, if a speedrunner who knows the route by heart is playing a game, that's still gameplay, right? It just looks like a movie at a point because they know everything that's going to happen by heart.
No, I mean, again, this isn't like, it's not meant to be cynical. It's just meant to be like, the slice that's in there, nobody is going to have like a 15-minute segment that looks like that. That's like the Indiana Jones ride at Universal Studios. It's like they're just hitting you nonstop with action because it's a sizzle reel. When it comes out, it'll be, you know, there'll be segments that are similar to that, but nothing will look, I think, even close to exactly like that. I went on like a long rant about this in an Isaac episode. This is why I'll pull back the veil. I dislike E3. I'm starting to dislike it, at least. For the rest of the year, if I ever say anything in support of a game that is out, Twitch chat is like, you fucking shill. It sucks. And for E3, if you're like, yeah, the trailer looked good, but I'm not sold, everybody goes, why do you hate fun? Can you not just do you even like games anymore? Just let gamers like games. And I'm like, you can like it, but we got a problem.
You're like
with
yelling at everybody all the time. It's fine.
That's because this is the show. Is I yell, and I was yelling at Austin mostly. I know he can take it.
And in fairness, you do hate fun.
I do not hate fun. I just have realistic expectations.
You don't hate fun. You just want there to be less of it, I think.
I want fun to be more efficient. And that's my own hill to climb, okay? But I'm just saying, this industry, you know, you reap what you sow. And when they show the trailers and everyone goes, instant 10 out of 10, I'm gonna pre-order it, and then it comes out and you go, well, the options menu's not quite right, you're gonna end up with, you know, some jadedness like this.
Yeah. No! why would you do this to me? I hate
I'm
Win.
all for declaring bullshit where bullshit is. I just don't always know 100% if something is. So jumping to conclusions one way or the other seems wrong.
It was too much like a movie. It looked like a movie, Last of Us. Just straight up.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, I kind of just mostly don't care at all, though, because it's Last of Us and I never played the first one. But
I actually thought it looked good. I mean, this is not even like a hot take. I thought it looked great. And now that I actually like playing things on my PS4 because I can stream it, I'm like, I'll probably play it. But I was at the same time, I was like, come on, this is like, it's not E3 #1. We know that this is like, it's like when you take a profile for like a dating website. It's not like you're waking up and being like, this has got to be representative. You know, it's you're choosing like the absolute best, and you might even be applying some filters or something like that.
I will say though, like as far as like, yeah, all of the even the stuff that's in engine and gameplay, like it's all scripted. That's obviously true. They did show some like Spider-Man footage at the post panel thing or whatever, and that was not scripted. Like the dude,
it looks entirely not entirely different, but
yeah,
you can just see that like it's not like they're just downright lying. So it's not like as malicious, I think, as it's been in the past, where they would just show like a literal movie and that was what they showed.
yeah.
But I still don't like it.
I just want you to keep in mind the very big climactic fight toward the beginning of God of War. I think that's actually kind of an incredible example of how much it can look like a movie but still be in the game. It's highly scripted, highly curated how it's shown to the viewer, but it's still part of the game.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
it's not wrong.
I don't know. I get the thing that tilts me more than anything else is that the rest of the year cynicism is the norm, and then at E3, if you deign to be like, well, this is like, it's a little bit doctored. People are like, why don't you just let people enjoy things? Don't shit on the trailer. I like the trailer.
I don't know.
Goodbye.
Oh, it's all over. No, give me a heart. Give me the heart, you bitch. Give me the.
I'm just going straight up, dude.
I don't know. I'm up for a couple games. That Ghosts of Sumuma, that looked pretty good.
Ghosts of Tsunami. Yep.
It's Ghosts of Tsushima, yeah.
Yeah, Ghosts of Tsunami. Yeah, that looked good. That looked really good. That looked really pretty.
It did.
Yeah.
Cool setting.
Yeah. It looks like a fucking Kurosawa movie. It's
the white dude was ripping it up as well.
There's
on
a
the pan flute. Christopher Guest was crushing it on the pan flute.
Yeah.
I
The
felt like I
combat
was
looked
at
deep too.
I felt like I was at a hibachi grill with my uncle who meditates. And works at a bank.
One of the funniest things about E3 for me was how excited I am, I think, for Fallout 76 and how much everyone who likes
Everyone
Fallout
hates it. Yeah.
Fallout 76.
It looks cool. I think it looks
really
pretty
fun.
Yeah. People are so mad. Like, if you look at the Fallout subreddits, like, they're in
that mode where they're just gonna like
meltdown.
start posting completely unrelated things. Like they're gonna become like a Mario subreddit because they're so mad.
Yeah, it's like the No Man's Sky subreddit, but only before the game's actually out instead of that.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm willing to give him a chance. Although it's because also like part of the problem with my brain is I get like 90% of my news from the sidebar of Twitter moments now, which is just like mental poison. So the only thing I saw about it was like, they promised Fallout 76 will be 4 times larger than Fallout 4. And I was like, that sounds like garbage. That's me. That's me.
That wasn't the problem with Fallout 4. That was one of the least problems it had.
Right, yeah.
Nobody was like, this game's too small.
No.
But it's a great talking point, and people love to hear how big things are. Am I right, ladies?
I think the only game that like properly announced its bigness was Breath of the Wild. That one was like, oh, it's big, and then you play and it's like, oh, this had a reason to be big.
Dude, can I just say, people are still mad at me for saying something remotely negative about the Dying Light 2 thing, by the way. Like, I'm still getting tweets about that.
Yeah,
like,
the writer guy, I also got a couple tweets about that too.
Did it go viral?
No.
Like an accidental viral tweet?
No, because like basically what I said is Chris Avellone comes out and he says,
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be genre defining. This is the first game where your choices really matter. And it's like, I have heard that my entire fucking life, and it has never been true. But then people got really mad at me for saying that, so I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right. There's no reason to believe any single person, literally ever, when they say something like that.
Is Chris Avellone writing it?
Apparently, yeah. So
that makes sense.
he's apparently attached to the project. So
Why he would say that?
yeah,
I'm just gonna let that
like,
stuff roll right off. I don't really care very much.
I don't either, but
We'll see.
it's just funny though, because like it literally, like every E3, there's always at least one game where somebody says that. Like, this is the first game where your choices actually have consequences.
Dude, I'm still waiting for Dead Island 2.
Oh yeah,
Was
wasn't
that-
that announced?
Was that officially canceled?
No, I think it's just like in hell.
Oh, and yeah, Limbo
Yeah, it
World.
was announced in 2015, I think.
They had
Oh
that
my
trailer with
God.
the rollerblading people,
Yeah.
and it made a bit of a splash, and then it just kind of went completely black.
Let's get the heck out of here
Okay.
and play Goldeneye.
Okay.
Got it.
And I don't know what's up with Beyond Good and Evil 2 either. They're like doing a contest for free art.
Apparently
Well,
they are
no,
paying.
they confirmed that they are paying for the art, which is
But they're paying for it in a weird way. I don't know.
They're paying for some of it, and everyone else they're giving it to you.
right.
I get a little weird with that because people are like, you know, this is awful for artists. This is just bullshit. They're getting free work. It's not fair. And like, even if they weren't paying, like, who's being forced to make art for this? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
It's a little victim
don't-
blaming, though.
but who? You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
No, they're propping up the idea of exposure being a good idea.
Yeah.
Did they though? They said if you want to, you can make art for us. That's all they said.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like kind of with you, honestly. And like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's studio has been doing that for like, I don't know, probably like a decade now. Doing that very thing. And I think a couple of people have actually, you know, gotten gigs from it. But the movie industry is a little bit different in that way. And I don't know how much that would translate to video games necessarily. So I don't know. In a sense, though, like if I was an artist and I wanted to be in a game, I'd be like, I'd be pretty pumped if my art got in a game, even if I didn't get paid for it. You know, if I was just doing it
It's
for
a
fun.
bad mentality.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
You got to set the standard a little bit higher.
You know I'm gonna be on Austin's page here though.
Yeah, I
'Cause
wish
I'm
you
like-
weren't, though.
But like, just don't do it if you don't like the deal.
Yeah,
It takes advantage of people that don't know what's going on yet, that are new to the industry and want to just get into stuff because
I
they're excited.
Think that's true. People aren't that stupid.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely, they are. They're enthusiastic and they see an opportunity, and it just leads to people doing stuff. They don't think about it.
Well, it's like that thing I sent to B-Rex that I think he took the wrong way. Where I said it's,
Wait, what did you say?
it's immoral to let a sucker keep his money. Except in this case, it's immoral to let an artist keep their time. When you put it that way, though, it sounds like a real dickish thing to say.
Huh?
What do I think about unpaid internships? I think they're still also shitty.
I think those are just gross.
Just become a streamer. It's that simple. Just become a streamer and never play in the Fortnite Pro-Am.
I think I'm on both of your sides. I'm a very much of a fence sitter here on this one. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I also like artists should get paid for their work, but also no one's forcing the artist to pay for their work. Like it's not like a streamer who like I won't name names here, but it's not like a streamer who commissions an artist for work and then is like, "Oh, you expected me to pay for this?" You know? So
what an impression, by the way. But
I know exactly who you're talking about now. I pay all of my artists for all of the art that I've ever gotten, as long as
I think it'd be
I've
fucked up
commissioned it.
if Joseph Gordon-Levitt just went, "Hey, Drac, make me like a logo for my company," and then when Drac gave him the logo, he was like, "Thanks, see you next time." Like that'd be fucked up. But
Yo, I'm just gonna say, like, for like a good portion of my streaming career, F Snow did a lot of my art, and like most of it was just like I never asked for it, and he just sent it to me, and I never paid for that art. I do pay him now for whenever I ask him for things, but like back in the day, I never did.
Honestly,
So,
this is probably
you know.
not the best venue to have this discussion in, because it's a bit more of a nuanced thing than is really
It
good
is
to have
nuanced,
here.
yeah. But I think it's a similar thing, right? Like if people are voluntarily sending in art for Beyond Good and Evil 2, then nobody's forcing them to do it, you know? It's a different situation.
I look at it.
Yeah,
I'm kind of split on it because I look at the game company and the guy who's making the game, and I go, they just want a way to get. Like, they have this hugely ambitious game, and they don't have the resources to make all the things they want in the time they want, and they want to find a way to kind of get like a slightly win-win situation. But then I see Ubisoft, and I go, they want money. And I don't know how to feel about it.
No, I didn't try to shut the conversation down because I remembered I didn't pay for art once. That's not... You're misrepresenting me.
That's really good.
They got you there.
Got him!
Exposed.
Here's the way I see it, and I might be coming from off base here because I'm not an artist, but how is it different from like making a weapon skin in Global Offensive? And
Well,
if it
you
gets
get
picked
paid
up,
for that.
isn't that the way it works? Like, don't you get paid? You get paid a royalty from Ubisoft if it gets put in Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh, well, so see, from my understanding, I think they could put stuff in the game and also not pay you.
Yeah, I believe
So-
my understanding of it is that they're looking for a license that allows them to use any work submitted, and only the winner will be getting paid, or winners. I don't remember what the exact stipulation was. So they're basically collecting it and making a database that then is their license to own.
Are you guys good to join on me as well?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I'm ready to
refreshing
go.
the old thing.
Okay, I have clicked on a game and am joining right now.
I'm joining. I think it could be a good thing, but I also will say that it could be a very bad thing.
Here's the thing, you artists need a business person to back you up. So what you do is you make the art for free, and then you put it in the game, and then if they pay you pennies, you just start a totally fucked up like campaign on Twitter and go like, this is labor exploitation, and then Ubisoft will feel the pressure to be like forced to pay you substantially more than you originally agreed to.
Hey, can I just say as an aside, from the little bits that they showed, that game looks really good? Because it kind of does, in my opinion.
Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a problem of it being too ambitious, if anything.
I think you're right.
but I think the ideas they have are, they're really good.
I'm getting tilted by chat too. I gotta stop looking. Some guy said, hey NL, write me some code for exposure. And I was like, no, that's the argument. If the deal sucks, I'm not gonna do it.
But if Ludum Dare was like, hey, you write some code for
Yeah,
this thing.
we own your
in the
game
future.
or something like that.
Right, yeah.
That'd be fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird.
Hey.
I think at the end of the day, the advice is don't ever be an artist.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nick, I'm gonna
unfortunate for all those
apologize.
people that actually are, right? It really sucks for them.
I apologize on Austin's behalf for
Yeah.
his joke.
Yeah, also, if you're in college right now and you're getting a liberal arts degree, drop out. And
Or any degree.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Just get really good at Fortnite. It's the golden ticket, man.
Also, yeah, like if you are a god gamer, which statistically there's probably at least one in here, right?
No, raise your hand if you're a god gamer. I'm sorry, no, it was a joke.
What does it take to become a god gamer? What exactly is the qualification there?
Just gotta be real good.
Stop shooting. Oh, boy.
Oh, there's a lot of god gamers. Holy shit.
Look at all those god gamers.
They're probably the ones that know all those plays that people didn't make properly on streams.
All right, yeah. That's
I have a question about art, like for real though.
uh-huh.
All right.
Are there mid-size artists?
Yeah.
Because I feel like all I hear about is starving artists, and then there's like, oh, this guy made a sculpture, and now he's like a trillionaire. Like we were watching House Hunters Los Angeles or something. And there was like a graffiti artist, and he's like, my budget is $9 million.
Yeah.
And I was like, how? And I looked it up, and it was like, oh, Paul McCartney like bought 15 of his pieces or something. I was,
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a large range artist? I don't know.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's
what I mean. Like
definitely
he's
range, yeah.
huge.
There
Yeah.
are people who make, in the same way I make a very modest amount of money, they can do that in making art. It has to be porn,
Thank
though,
you.
unfortunately.
Yeah, just to be commissioned fetish artwork.
You're joking, but
I'm
like,
not joking. I've been on the internet a long time.
I'm stuck I'm in jail. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Can I like when I was pursuing acting in my youth, one of the things
somewhere else.
no, but one of the things is like if you want to act and you actually want to make a living, the thing you're supposed to do is voice act, basically. Like it's a good way to make a reasonable living in acting, if you're otherwise, you know, a starving artist, you know. So
There's a lot of people who find a niche. Like, for example, maybe you're like a wood sculptor and you have a particular supplier that's always, you know, buying from a certain thing for a farmer's market or something. And there's just like a perfectly steady amount of demand for what you're supplying. And those people tend to stay right in the middle. They're just kind of like working class artists who do their thing, just go and go and go, and they just make their living, and that's kind of that.
yeah.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
I mean, but like I said, like compared to what like I do, like it kind of makes sense to me. Like, I don't have a very large user base of viewers, and I make enough money to get the food and the rent, so I can see how it's possible. I do think though artists have to work way harder than I do.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
we have like the easiest job on the planet.
Like seriously, yeah.
More or less, like there's problems with it, but it's the duties of doing the job are
Yeah.
the simplest thing you could ever ask for.
Well, I will say though, we might be like one level of difficulty above radio.
I don't think so, man.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
You gotta go to meetings in radio. In radio, you gotta like
Yeah.
actually.
I had to go to meetings.
remember.
I got out of that, but
Oh,
did
that's
happen.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like I think we got very, very simple. That's why I
They
always
were 4-hour meetings too.
It's not that there's nothing to complain about if you stream. It's just that whenever I see a streamer complaining, I'm like, you gotta consider the optics of like. I always imagine that all of my viewers work in like a fucking Victorian era coal mine or something like that. And they come out and they're coughing up black dust for like
It's
a week
purple
after
dust.
every shift. And then I'm like, well, I only got 5 hours of sleep last night because my cat woke me up, but I had to be there for 1 p.m. You know, like in reality, they're probably mostly students. Get out of here with this. I don't embrace
Dropped
this
for a second.
this
I gotta
way.
wonder, like, if artists drawing regular art make a reasonable amount, and artists drawing porn make way more, do
Yeah.
people doing what we do but pornographic make way more at the same like viewer level?
Probably.
I've
yeah.
actually asked this very question on this very show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Like, what does a mid-tier, like, you know, cam person do?
The ones that can just afford the little pink thing that sticks out. I can't
know,
remember what
I-
that thing's called, but everybody's got them.
I would imagine that like it's similar to this where you have up and down days. Like maybe you can make
The love sense, that's the one.
right.
Where they cheer and then it makes their, you know, stuff jiggle.
Dude.
The real question is, does the highest tier cam girl make as much as the highest tier Twitch streamer?
I would
I would
say
say-
Probably not.
I'd say
I
not.
agree.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
agree.
don't think,
It
I don't think
caps
she
lower.
would. Yeah,
The bottom
'Cause-
is higher and the top is lower, I bet.
I think that might be true. Yeah.
People can watch Ninja for like 8 hours, isn't it? If you're watching like a
Oh, yeah.
cam show, you're kind of like,
Shit starts to chafe.
yeah, it's like I got what I came here for, and I gave you some tokens, and now that's that.
Why
Yeah, I
is
mean,
it they
like-
all have fucking awful audio?
I think it's because I don't
No.
think they can use. I don't think they can use like OBS.
They're all
Probably.
playing copyrighted music with absolutely shit mics.
I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe you can use OBS, but like I imagine that it's just mostly just like webcams on their
Yeah.
laptop or whatever.
I feel
you
like
know?
like if somehow it was able for me to make the transition over to being over there, I would just dominate with my production value.
Well,
It wouldn't take very
one
much.
side of your production value.
Yeah.
Oh, I would get the love sense, obviously.
But dude, even
How much do
like
people pay for like what do you pay for? I've never explored this avenue.
You do private shows is the big one, but like generally you have like a list of things you want done during that stream. So if you get like 250 tokens, you'll take your top off. If you get like 500 tokens, you'll like finger your butt or something. And then eventually there's a tier that's like, I want to have
like $5.
I want to have a private show. Private show costs this much, and then they go offline to show just the one person that paid them.
Well, I think it's not just like one person, right? Like they
Oh
can
yeah, you
have
can get a group, right? That's
and
true.
it's- and
more
it's like
tokens, more
paid,
people.
and it's paid, and you pay per minute, right? Like you just
Do you?
They like, I think
I thought
so,
it was
yeah.
just you go until they come or something, and then they turn it off.
Do they have cum tracking technology on those
Probably.
websites? It's amazing.
Oh,
I don't know what the.
almost.
I have no idea what the currency exchange is for like tokens. So if I said really low numbers, I just don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Twitch chat. I'm sure all of them watch it, so you guys should let us know how it works.
Yeah,
This
I
is
don't
my
think there's
favorite
anything
one.
wrong
How
with
much
being
do you
sex
pay?
positive.
Like, say I
my
wanted a
favorite.
girl to finger her butt. How much is that gonna run me?
You?
Depends on the girl.
Wow.
Everybody's
love
got a
when we-
different setup.
When we talk about things that we have no knowledge of, I'm not even being sarcastic. This is my favorite part of the show. When we know what like the rough duties of the job are, but none of the subtleties of it whatsoever,
Right,
and we
yeah.
just fill in the gaps with assumptions. Like,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wait,
That's
what
the
did I say that
NLSS,
was
yeah.
off?
I just mean like we literally have no idea. Well, I have no idea. I'm not
I'm
trying
not
to do
fingering
a-
my butt for 1,000 bits, Chad.
I mean, if I need to say it for credibility,
I might.
yeah, I've looked at camgirl sites before. It's not a big deal.
It is per minute, about 30 tokens average per minute. How much is 30 tokens?
I don't know what a token is. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta give us dollar amount.
Yeah.
How much is a token?
Like, how much is 30 tokens? Is that like 30 cents?
I'm trying to see, like, if someone donated 1,000 bits to me, what would I be
I
expecting?
have
to
never
do?
paid anything. No, I have
A
not.
token is 5 cents, so it's like $1.50 a minute.
Wow. That's
This is
pretty
way
good,
cheaper than I
dude.
thought it was.
I should be fingering my butthole on stream.
Immediately polar opposites. You were like, that's amazing, and awesome. I was like, that's so cheap.
Dude, if I was getting paid $1.50 a minute right now, are
Oh.
you kidding?
Fucking proletariat versus the bourgeoisie over here.
I'm not fingering my butthole for $1.50 a minute.
Oh, absolutely
Or
not.
the alternative is you got to buy like 1,000 minutes at once. I'm not doing any piecemeal like 2-minute butthole fingerings for $3. Okay?
I don't want to hear meal and butthole fingering
Dude,
anywhere near
I'm
each
just
other.
saying, for just the NLSS, that's $1,600 a month, just straight up. And that's not including whatever tips they get on top of that.
Mm.
I'm not fingering my butthole for any less than $50.
I came over from NL's chat because you're pretty spot on for how these sites work. Thank you, I guess.
Wait, and you know what? That's the other thing. Is that like I said, there were multiple people, so that's just $1.50 a minute per person.
Oh, okay. I see how this starts
That's
to add
for a
up.
private show.
Right, yeah. Well, that's how the per minute works.
Yeah, but how can you do 2 private shows simultaneously? That's not private.
Yeah.
But
So,
let me fuck with you, okay? Because people will give you money on Twitch for
Yeah.
not fingering your butthole.
right, that's true.
Yeah.
Strikes me as way better for me personally.
What if you
because I don't
really
have to
like
finger
doing
my
that?
butthole.
Maybe you really
Yeah,
love
what if you
fingering
like
it.
doing it?
I mean, I'm with you, but I think you can also like doing it, but not like doing it for Turkey Tugger 89.
Fair enough.
on-
Hey, you don't know Turkey Tugger.
That's a
Maybe
great
he's
way.
alright.
All right, here's a controversial opinion. Okay, I would say that doing that on stream rather than what we do on stream might be a level above us in difficulty.
I think it's 10 levels above us in terms
Yeah.
of difficulty.
Absolutely.
I disagree. I think I'm better at fingering my butthole than I am at Fortnite.
That's actually true. I probably am too.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not.
I believe that.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said.
There's a lot of lull.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, dude. If people wanted to watch me jerk off, I'd do it for money.
No, I think I wouldn't want to get into it without knowing whether or not I'd get lots of money for it. But if I got, like,
that's the thing. Yeah.
that's the scary part. I'm not fucking like going into the shame town for like $50 over.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is why Twitch has an exclusive retainer for us in our contracts, because
don't
we
want
would
us
all
doing
want to make
porn.
side revenue jacking off.
Does it count for like for that? For like if I'm streaming myself jerking it, fingering my butt?
You may not do that, correct?
That's a TOS.
Okay.
That's just a TOS.
Yeah, that would be against the terms.
I didn't know. Well, I didn't know it counted.
I feel
as
like
a streaming service.
I'm legitimately gonna get a message after the stream like, "Hey, I have money, and
Yeah, you might.
and I'm gonna have to make a choice."
The only way I could do it is if I got involved in that like financial domination side, which, as I understand it, you just like from talking to other
Oh.
people and
Where they pay
friends
you
of
to be
mine that-
rich.
well, basically, where the interested party is like, oh yeah, extort me, and you're
Right,
like,
right.
hey,
Right, yeah.
hey, you small cock bitch, give me $1,000, and they go, oh yes, thank you, mistress, and you're like, that's the dream scenario, right?
Is that
Yeah,
the epitome of too much money? Like the highest order?
I
don't even know if they're wealthy.
It's like eating orphans, probably.
I think they actually just got the lowest roll ever. If it's like a genetic fetish, they just got screwed.
Right.
It's like, hey, here's a fetish that's
I feel
very,
that.
very niche, and also it forces you to give away the resource you need to live.
Did you say
Hey,
eating
how-
orphans?
Yeah, I
That
did.
took me
Can't
about a
relate to that
minute
at
to
all.
process.
Can I ask how wealthy is the fetish that people have of watching an ugly fat dude jerk off on camera? Are they a very wealthy demographic? Because I'm just asking for a friend.
Is it Dennis?
Dennis has a child now. Come on.
I know. That's right. That was in poor form.
He has no time to jerk off.
This joke has run away from me.
I can believe people spending lots of money for specific things, especially
yeah.
like that.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Did we
Why?
get any stats about like whether the average cam streamer is doing better than the average Twitch streamer?
I doubt those numbers are publicly available at all.
After our whole conversation here, I feel like they're making a fuck ton more money than we are.
Yeah, I think we're getting screwed.
I think
Yeah,
we're
I
getting
think you remember,
Can we
It's not-
unionize?
We're not getting paid for it.
Dude, okay, you guys said it's low, but $1.50 a minute per viewer, that's like the joke thing that we do about like, yeah, it's $1 a view. Like that's
Oh, yeah.
literally what that is.
We
So,
did
I
do
mean,
that a lot.
But that's only when you get a private show. So you
True,
gotta spend
yeah.
like 45 minutes at the start of it being like, hey, chicken flopper, and then like pretending to be having fun even though you're at work. Like,
Right, yeah.
You don't have to look like you're having fun. You just have to gyrate.
that's fucked up, dude.
And you have
Wait, hold
music
on.
playing, so it's pretty easy to gyrate to the music. What?
Hold on, someone in my chat says, quiet gay cameras make a lot, and fat guys are more popular than you think. Hey!
Mm,
Alright.
I was really hoping it was
Sounds
gonna
like
be.
I'm switching over.
I thought it was gonna be more popular. More popular than you think has a
Right,
lot
yeah.
of room for interpretation.
Yeah, how do you know what Rob thinks?
Right, yeah, that's true.
And apparently the numbers are actually publicly available, but they might be biased. So if you want to do some Reddit research, we might be able to actually put together some kind of prospectus.
I want to
Yeah,
know
but-
how much money I can make.
But here's
I'm
the
just
thing,
saying,
are
maybe
they-
it's a side business now.
Are they publicly available in the Social Blade way of publicly available?
I don't
where
know.
it's like, I
They
can make
didn't-
anywhere between
Yeah, I know.
$2 a year
And 20
$5
million,
billion.
yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but maybe we can find some actual stats. I'm not switching over no matter what they are, just so you know, but like, I
You
was
say that
just
now.
really curious.
But then you
It
see the
really
numbers.
No, it would probably ruin that part of my life if I made that like what I make my money off. I'd rather
but,
keep
like-
that for myself.
But what if it was
That
$10
one's already
million
ruined for
in a
me,
single
so.
day? What if that was the number?
How much?
$10 million.
It's not. That's stupid.
Right, but
He's
imagine
giving
it
you an
was.
absurd number to say, like, is there a ridiculous number that you change it
Yeah.
up for?
What number would make you
So
change
I
your
do it
mind?
for a day and then I'd be done, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's the argument, right?
And then I'd become an investment banker.
Absurd amount of money.
The strangest career trajectory of all time. GameStop to YouTube to Twitch to porn star to investment banker, all in the space of 10 years.
Is that how you get a job as an investment banker?
Yeah.
So you go into the bank and you're just like, I have a lot of money. And they're like, here's an office.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for you.
Yeah, I think that's how you do it. I have a lot of information there.
Oh, you're lucky.
The most exchanged during a webcam show is $42,000 for a 1-hour session. Apparently.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah, well, okay,
I want to know what
But
they
how much
did,
does
though.
Ninja make?
The most points scored in a basketball game is like 80.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like I'm just gonna slide it into the NBA and be like, sorry, Wilt Chamberlain.
Can I just say,
broken
I don't know.
record.
I don't know if this number is accurate, but in your chat, somebody said average of $200 to $1,000 a day on a rough stream length of 5 hours.
Okay.
It's like
That's
$40
long,
an
though,
hour.
for doing stuff like that.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Depends
That's
where
more
you're
than I'm
coming
making.
from, I guess. Depends your average interest in doing those things versus how much you're making currently.
Yeah. I feel like, to be honest, being bored, because like I could get bored playing a video game on Twitch and still play it and have a fine time. Being bored jerking off, like I wouldn't be able to keep a boner for several hours. Like, no, you gotta keep
you gotta
boner
wear a
for 5
cock ring.
hours.
And it's gonna turn purple a little, so you gotta watch out for that.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna slap me. No, this bitch, you son of a bitch! Yeah.
That's even worse. People in chat are like, you know, most streamers leave and come back, so it's not even 5 hours straight. That's like your whole day is taken up by having to be on the cam, you know, at periodic intervals.
Yeah. No, it's not very different from Twitch, to be honest with you. For most people.
You explaining to me how Twitch works?
Dude, you could get a Viagra sponsorship.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Medical sponsorships.
Well, if it's a 5-hour stream and your boner lasts that whole time.
Oh, you gotta
I
get
was
it
gonna
trained,
say,
right?
Yeah, I don't know if Viagra is gonna be down for that.
Yeah, they don't want to show off that people are getting their boners drained. Not that way, anyway. But it is kind of like a performance-enhancing drug. Does that affect anything? Are they, like, less interested?
You're gonna be banned for illegal substances.
Yeah, I don't know how they... Maybe they have high standards like that.
Yeah, do they have a commission? Is there like a...
Oh, like the Italian Pizza Commission.
Right, yeah, yeah.
So here's a question:
Okay.
if someone approached you and all they, and
I'm already out.
Let's say if it's a trustful situation, right? There's no weirdness going on here. They just said, "I want to watch you jerk off once for 20 minutes." How much money
right.
would you need to do that?
How much would you need for that video to be spread all over the internet? No, I'm out.
No, like I said, this is a trust. They're not going to do it. You can assume.
No,
they're
they
not
are.
gonna do it.
Absolutely,
No,
they are.
but for the sake of the argument, though.
Let's say there is that risk. What's the number? Because I think with that risk, I'd say the number for me would probably be like $1 million. With that risk. If that's the risk, then yeah, I want to live for the rest of my life pretty comfortably.
What if that's not the risk?
What?
What if that's not the risk?
1991.
$1 million gets you a comfortable life. Is that the implication?
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah, well, dude, you could put that into whatever and earn 5% and live on the fucking interest, dude. You give $50,000 a year. I could live on $50,000 a year.
Hey, dream a little larger. You got it by the balls. He approached you, presumably with a large briefcase.
If somebody's gonna give me $1 million to watch me jerk off for 20 minutes, I'll take $1 million.
You ever read The Art of the Deal? Me
okay,
neither,
what
but I
if-
imagine
what if-
it's against that.
What about without the risk?
Without the risk?
Without the
Much
risk.
lower, probably.
Like $50?
yeah, I might do it for a tenner. You know, I don't know. Depends on how hungry I am that day.
I don't know. It would have to. I mean, it's complicated as well because we got the whole married angle here.
Right, yeah.
But like,
That's fair.
if it's just one person and they're like, "I'm gonna watch you jerk off and I'm not gonna take photos or videos," I could be sold. But
Yeah.
it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you dearly.
I feel like you have a much higher risk now of getting an email after the show, honestly, than any of us.
I'm not messing with you. There would be like a lawyer present during the negotiations. That would be like, this is how it's going down. And if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it right. Like, I'm trying to sell that courier in Dota 2. We're gonna be flying around the country and
exchanging briefcases.
Venue and.
Yeah.
Do you have a secret thrill that like the exchange of a briefcase for another briefcase sounds awesome? You know, the money full of, or the briefcase full of money scene.
And what is my briefcase full of myself jerking off?
It's got like a flash drive or something, yeah.
Okay.
So you got like
it's got like a Mission Impossible.
Yeah, the
thing.
two cars pull up, and then the bouncer gets out, and then you both step up to each other with the cases, and you switch them.
Okay,
and then you go to the back of the limousine or whatever, and you flip it open. You're like, look at all that money, and you close it and you get into the. Is that exciting?
Jerk-off session, if you choose to accept it, will dictate on. Right.
Dude, I think I've seen that Mission Impossible trailer.
Yeah.
So many times, I actually know everything that happens in the trailer, along with the musical beats.
Like the part where Jim Caviezel or whatever his name is reloads.
Oh no,
it's not Jim Caviezel. That's Army Hammer.
You've been caught.
Kate came home at just the right moment.
Yeah. Abandon the conversation.
You gotta get permission now.
Hey, nice. Stand your ground.
Not an anecdote, but I do not know if it's an appropriate anecdote.
Oh, please do.
No,
All right, you're doing it now.
No, I'm still bouncing this one back and forth because I'm trying to decide the damage.
Okay.
Continue your anecdote. I'll come to a conclusion afterward.
No, I want to know now.
Yeah, I'm completely focused on this now. I can't think of anything better to say.
He's right, yeah.
That's rude.
Just waiting.
So
like you made it awkward now.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
Free DoorDash, is that what? Go ahead.
Yeah,
This
was it related to
completely a
DoorDash?
joke, right? Like it wasn't intended as an actual thing, but someone did offer. Fuck you, coccyx. Someone did offer to pay.
You offered to fuck your coccyx?
Offered to fuck my no, they offered to pay an amount of money for certain information. Information.
Like the CIA.
No picture, nothing pornographic. Just
They want to know the size of your penis.
no, but along that line.
What? They wanted to know the size of your butthole?
This happened?
The color of your pubic hair?
What do they want
I
to
just
know?
don't want to say. I don't want to say what because I don't want that to lead to a different chain of.
When did this
questions.
happen?
About a year ago. It
How
was
much was
entirely
the-
like it was in good humor. It wasn't like
Oh, okay.
yeah.
How much was the offer?
It's $100.
Oh!
Low balling for your low balls.
Was it the length of your nuts?
No.
Yeah.
I can't think of much else it would be.
The angle of the dangle?
Oh.
What happened? Oh, we were in
alright.
training mode or whatever.
Yeah.
So my chat's losing their mind because they all know what.
Oh,
it was.
cut or
Most of
uncut.
them know what it was in their last.
No, they know what it is. Then one of you guys.
Yeah,
come
because
in
I trust
chat
my
and tell
chat.
me.
I don't trust the fucking NLSS chat.
We've
I'm
given
giving
away
that information
hundreds,
up for free.
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of dollars of free information on the show. More so than I'm even comfortable with.
So, hey, someone from Austin's chat, come in here and tell me what it is.
No. I trust them.
I just said it. I think I know what it was.
It's the length of his nuts?
No, I think it's cut or uncut.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm cut. You had
Yeah,
that was not. That one's not.
Was that the
that's free.
guillotine dropping?
You can
No,
have
that was
that
the sound of me saving $100.
Oh,
I'm in America. There's like a 90% chance that that one you can just assume.
yeah, American
I'm in
dicks.
America from a religious family in the South. Mark that to like
Yeah.
99% chance.
Oh,
Jesus
okay.
won't touch an uncut
Hold
cock.
on. Ban. Sorry.
What happened?
Somebody literally showed. Somebody like basically poured in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
gonna
rude.
go ahead and.
for free.
That is one of the rules. I'm sorry. I'm
You
not
don't have
really
to
sorry.
apologize.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's one of those like internet rules where if you haven't figured it out by now, like, come on.
Yeah.
How do you measure your nut length?
Top to bottom?
Well, like,
Yeah.
it stretches differently at different times of the day.
Free porn.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's long and sometimes it's short.
You see that guy's name is Tom Clancy's Sum of All Hente?
What? I was taking a sub, and all I heard was the hente.
Yeah.
Hente.
That's one of the legendary dogs, right?
He pronounced the word wrong. It's a totally real thing.
I don't know how you
Hente.
pronounce it. How are you supposed to pronounce it?
Hentai, it comes from the two
damn it.
Japanese words meaning immoral masturbation.
I was at 7 and Toxic still beat me.
Fucking hundreds of people. Like, I just gained like 300 viewers from people trying to ask my chat what it was.
Man,
I
they're
wanna know
desperate.
now.
They really want. Well, I told you already what it was.
Wait, someone in my chat go and spy on Austin's chat, and then
Yeah,
all
and in
means.
my chat, spy on Austin Spies to make sure everything's on the up and up.
Well, someone in my chat said it's totally feet, and I bet I believe that. That's
Wait,
feet?
what's feet?
Feet.
They want
Oh, I know it's not.
information
It wasn't
about his feet.
pictures or anything.
No, I know, but he wanted to know the length of your feet.
No.
Come on.
Hey,
Ridiculous.
come on, it's the internet.
There was a person who doesn't exist anymore who would always ask for a picture of my feet, but he was joking.
Well, you
Doesn't
say
exist
I hope.
anymore.
Yeah, not sure.
Or no, his account, like he got banned, and I found out
why.
like months later that his account was banned too. So I don't know.
Oh,
That's
so
why
it
it didn't
sounds
exist
like
anymore.
You weren't the only one who was asking for pictures.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
People really wanted to know how tall we were for a long time.
Yeah.
And eventually we just kind of gave that one up for some reason. I
On
was
the
holding
internet-
out.
On the internet, everybody's like 6'1".
I was hoping that we could eventually leverage that somehow, but, you know, we just gave it up.
Well, I mean, you guys are saying I could have monetized whether to tell people if I was cut or uncut. Shit, dude, I should have done that.
You tell me you can monetize playing Goldeneye badly?
Yeah.
I'm still not over that.
Classic. Girth. How do you measure girth?
You
guess-
wrap
What
it
do
around.
you mean? How do you measure?
I mean, I guess it's not that hard, but I'm just saying.
How do you
like-
measure a cylinder?
Yeah, no, I know, but
But
I
he
mean,
comes up with some kind of like
I just mean like
mathematical expression to
if somebody gave you a non-absurd girth size.
Simbity.
yeah.
What? Oh, okay, yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Okay. Yeah, no, but if somebody gave you a non-absurd girth size, would you be able to visualize how?
Well, there's a great real-world example.
Okay.
In American Pie 2, Stifler says, "My dick is 12 inches around."
Right,
And then
yeah.
Oh
I
my
only
God.
laughed when I saw it because everybody else laughed. And then later I was like, I don't get it for two reasons. One is I live in a metric country because I'm like, you know, sane. And then the other one is I don't know if that's huge or small or what. And
That's
then
enormous.
Yeah, it's like 1/6 the size of me.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's a circle, so it's harder to visualize, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I do.
Just trying to like visualize in my head how much money I can make with information alone. Now.
You gonna be Varys now?
Yeah, are you some
Yeah.
kind of like
It's gonna be the
internet
spider
spy?
Or be a sysadmin.
No. When you said that, it sounded like you were saying like a slur or something.
Yeah, I
like,
heard that
to be
too.
honest, yeah.
No, if I said it like a slur, it'd be a sysadmin.
Okay, I get you. Yeah.
All right, there's a lot of ways I could take this joke, and I'm just gonna abandon all of them.
That seems fair. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked.
I pressed the abort button on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Cambridge
I like-
Analytica, exactly.
I would not be able to visualize a non-absurd girth number at all. Like, is there like a website that gives you like a 3D model?
Are you
so that
serious?
have an idea?
I'm
Of
bad
course,
with
there's a website for that.
Fuck.
Is there like 3dcheckmygirth.com?
You type in the message.
Like if
Oh
somebody
my
said I
God.
have abnormally large nipples, I'm not saying for myself, but like
Yeah.
what would you picture? Would it be 3 inches long? Like how big were these nipples?
That's
you're
it.
talking?
Those would be insanely long. Those
that'd
would be huge.
really long.
They
Yeah.
look like Nick Jonas, exactly.
Well, especially when you mean long, you know, because I'm
Yeah.
assuming we're going in Z here.
No! I gave up
What's-
the final kill.
How many inches across is the average pepperoni? Like less than one?
What?
Well, it's like 1/6 of my size.
Well,
so.
a disc, the most common disc I see in my everyday life is a pepperoni, is what I'm thinking. Do you
Sounds
agree with
really
that?
large
In your
pepperonis,
everyday life.
You don't see coins that often.
Well, to be honest, I don't. I usually pay with my credit card.
But you
Also
see,
good.
but you see pepperonis more than you see coins.
It,
That's really. I'm
you know,
curious.
as absurd as it sounds, maybe yes.
I mean, no, absolutely yes for me.
I didn't realize that I saw pepperonis more than coins in my life.
It's very strange.
I had no idea.
Wow, we gotta get a straw poll for that one on the circle. I gotta figure that one out. That sounds interesting.
That's stupid as hell.
Dude, I don't see pepperoni basically ever. I only see it in pizza situations.
Me too.
You guys
so-
ever think it's bullshit? This is a question for everybody but Austin.
Wow.
Well, you'll see why. You ever think it's bullshit that like a grocery store can close at midnight or 11 p.m., but then like the deli station and the seafood counter close a couple hours earlier than that?
Yes, and the pharmacy.
It's like the last call for the grocery store. Like they should have to advertise it.
Yeah, it is.
The pharmacy does advertise it.
The pharmacy does every time, yeah.
Yeah.
It pisses me off because sometimes I go to the grocery store and I'm like, I'd really like to get some smoked salmon. And it's sitting there in the glass case with a little bit of paper over top of it. But there is no liaison that exists for me to get the smoked salmon from the case to myself. You cannot self-serve it. You cannot, there's no prepackaged varieties. You just got to wait till tomorrow.
Can I conjecture a most likely wrong reason for that?
Yeah.
Because maybe the people at the deli counter are like certified butchers or something, and they have to they have like a different set of rules.
No.
I don't know, Chad, I'm so mad at you lately. Someone said, I work at a grocery store. I shouldn't have to stay until 2 a.m. just because you want to buy smoked salmon late. What if they hired another person? I'm assuming you don't man the grocery store, 20. If I go to a 7-Eleven that's open 24 hours, I don't look at the dude behind the counter and go, man, you look tired. Have you been up for 365 days straight?
I need to pose a guespionage question to you all now that I have some of these poll results in. So what percentage of the population of our viewers sees coins more often than pepperonis?
Dude, I'm telling you, straw poll on the circle jerk. I'm ready.
No, I have the straw poll in front of me. I'm asking you what percentage so I can compare it to the result.
I would assume that it's like 85% of people see coins more often than pepperoni.
Okay, and then more or less for you, Rob.
I'd say 70.
More or less for you, Austin.
I think more people. Wait, Ryan said 80 have seen coins and pepperoni.
Yes.
I think it's less.
Okay, we got two correct answers. We have 77% for seeing coins.
Oh, okay.
So I am in the vast minority when I say pepperonis.
Yeah, I guess so.
I never would have known this information if not for the show. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, good to know.
I never even would have thought to ask the
Finally actually
question.
had a chance to win.
Also,
And I agree,
here's
it's BS.
Here's a visual note. So Wolf in my chat said that a 2-liter bottle of soda is roughly 12 inches in circumference.
All right, that's a thick dick.
Oh my god.
There is no vagina that could.
That
fit
is
except for-
high-level expert to be able to handle one of those.
That's a 75 token a minute fetish.
That's yeah, you're a career veteran if you're talking about in that.
That's like having your PhD in being a cam girl or boy.
How much do those like extreme fetish people get on those sites? Like what those dudes who like inject saline in their balls and
Oh, or the ones that completely disembowel their asshole.
Oh yeah. There's
I hate that one.
Collapsing.
I don't like that.
That one
Yeah, I
makes
don't
me
like that
actually
one at
feel
all.
like icky and gross.
That one totally
Or,
doesn't give me a big old boner.
Boner.
Hi, Pluto. I'm sorry you came into chat when I said that.
Twitch really loves this show.
Yep.
Sorry, Twitch.
I know who Pluto is because I have seen a picture of them crouched in prayer on Twitter many times.
Huh.
For a long time, I said, "What is this?" And then eventually they tagged him, and I was like, "Oh, okay, it's this guy."
I'm not
And
sure we're
that's-
talking about the same Pluto, to be honest.
I'm talking about the dog from the Disney movie.
Oh, Crouched in Prayer, of course.
You can't use more than 4 finger on chatterbait. Fuck.
Is
I
that
know-
a rule?
The fact that you said it like that, it has to be a rule.
Wait, what's the
No way. That's
Wait.
a rule.
So no fisting allowed, is what
no
they're saying.
fisting is what that rule is.
That's yep. Unless you can fist yourself with 4 fingers.
What if you're missing your thumb?
Yeah, does the thumb count?
The thumb? Yeah, thumb's a finger. Come on.
I think everyone here agrees the thumb is a finger,
good
right?
rule. I think that's a good rule. That's a safety. That's an OSHA rule right there.
So you can karate chop your vulva, but you can't do like a regular punch?
Oh, so I could light myself on fire, but I couldn't put 5 fingers in my pussy?
I can't believe people are saying the thumb is not a finger in my chat.
That's insane.
You're not serious, right? You're just trolling.
You.
The thumb is a finger.
Or my butt? Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Pluto is
Oh,
very
yeah.
confused now because of what you said.
We might be talking about 2 different people. That's all
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
You're gonna have to kill the other Pluto, though.
No, I don't.
Not you, him.
The thumb is a digit?
Sorry.
They're all digits. They're all fingers.
Is this like a, black and white is not a color thing?
They're
Type of
values.
situation?
No, it's a
Yeah,
square
I mean-
rhombus thing.
Is it just a square rhombus?
No, a rhombus is different from a square.
Right, yeah. That's
I'm a living legend, but only for this specific round.
A rhombus is... No, the square has all 90-degree angles. What are you talking about? What?
yes. All squares are rhombuses, but not all rhombuses are squares.
When all the angles lock in at 90, doesn't the rhombus not become a rhombus anymore?
No. All squares are rhombuses.
Okay, so rhombus is a higher classification in the strata than a square is.
Yeah. Yes.
Is there anything higher than a rhombus?
What do you mean higher?
In higher order.
Pentagon is higher.
No,
It
that's
has
not what
one
I'm
more
saying.
side.
That's not at all what I'm saying. Did you even hear what I just said?
I
Okay,
don't understand.
so if every square is a rhombus, that means that the square is subordinate to the rhombus.
Don't use that terminology.
Why? That's a totally valid thing to say.
The rhombus dominates the square. Yeah. Does that exist? Is there geometry porn?
What?
Oh, dude, because I've been it's been a meme over the past week, but we've discovered a strange world of lore-filled pornography.
They're parallelograms. There's 3 tiers. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find where the line is.
And a quadrilateral, so there's 4 tiers.
What line though?
What?
Of what people jerk off to, I guess.
I don't think there is
people-
one.
I don't think I'm on the opposite side. I don't think people jerk off to it. I think they
What
just
though? Wait, Rob's asking an unspecific
to
question.
the geometry porn.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's just one of those things you draw it as like a satire.
Yeah,
And then
I
everybody
agree.
sees it and goes, "Oh my God, people jerk off to this."
Right,
Like the
right.
That doesn't. I don't think that happens as much as you think it does.
Like the plain ladies.
Yes, I'm with you. And it took me a second. I thought you were talking about the lady who got sucked out of the window.
No, that's gross.
And I was like, that's morally abhorrent.
They have
Okay,
jet
look.
engine legs and stuff.
I know you shouldn't take chat as a credible source, but I'm just gonna say that this particular chatter is known as Pussyfuck Tennessee.
I love that guy.
So I'm just gonna say he's probably credible. He says you can ask for bigger stuff on Chatterbait, but you need to sign a waiver and release of liability.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
They're
believe
doing it
whatever he
legit
says.
over there.
yeah, they do it. I guess they go straight up there.
Right up.
I do want
Yeah.
to know now. Someone in my chat made this joke, but I want to see what would happen if there was an OSHA list of rules for Chatterbait. You actually had them.
No anime.
Why not?
That's number 1.
That's because I said so. As long as I'm signing the checks.
Are
no
you an
anime.
OSHA? Does that also include silicon casts of fists?
That's a good question.
You mean like one of the Hulk hands from the first Avengers?
Yes, exactly that. Yes.
You know, there's a porn of that somewhere on the internet.
I don't think anyone could take one of those.
I don't know, dude.
No, real
watched a girl
question,
pop
though.
baseballs out of her vag like it was a batting range.
Do
That's all I'm
they
saying.
make a distinction between actual organic living human flesh and silicone cast?
I don't know.
I think it counts. It should
I
matter.
can't. Just end me.
I should have gone for that run.
They do not.
Dude. I'm pissed, man. So I've been trying to like live a healthy lifestyle. I was gonna go for a bike ride today. Got up early. It's fucking raining. No one told me this was like a thing that could happen.
So no one told your life was gonna be this way.
I actually went to like the weather report and like I looked outside and I was like, it's fucking raining. And then I went on my phone and was like, is it raining? Yeah, and then the weather was like 40% chance of precipitation. And I was like, no, I want to believe, but I've seen with my own eyes.
You know what you should do is you should duct tape an umbrella to you.
Just anywhere?
Right, yeah, and it doesn't really matter. Duct tape it to your shoe. See what happens.
Oh, I mean, it would like guard your leg, I guess. It'd be really uncomfortable to walk, though, I think.
Well, here's the thing, okay? So I don't have one of those plastic bags that you buy for your helmet that costs $100, even though it's just a plastic bag, but it says like Shimono or something on it, so that's why it's expensive.
Yeah.
So all the water is gonna go through my helmet, and then I don't have the second plastic bag, aka hair. So it's just gonna roll in my face, and I'm gonna have water in my face the whole time. And the thing is, people always, and you guys can relate, I'm sure, they always go, "What are you complaining about? You got glasses." It's worse with glasses, because when you get water on your glasses, it's there for 100 years.
Yeah, in
It's
humid climates, it's extremely hard to get the water off.
I'm
It
the
kinda
only
just
one here who
rolls.
doesn't wear glasses, huh?
Yeah,
You're really missing out.
genetic
Fucking
lottery.
nerds.
I didn't wear them until I was like 25, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, yeah, do you not need glasses, or you just never really checked?
No, I don't really. I
Because
don't need
You
glasses.
need the
when I was in 5th grade, I was like, I don't need glasses. And then when I took the eye test, they were like, you're joking.
How did you get here today?
Well, I didn't
The one-
drive,
Yeah.
so.
The one thing that happens to me, I don't know if it's a thing, but like if I'm tired, I struggle to keep my eyes focused. That's the only thing.
Okay, that's pretty normal. I think most people do
Is it?
that.
Yeah. I could read pretty small text from pretty far away.
Like
I can,
level
look here,
8
hold on.
small?
Let's see. I can read.
Or can you read close to your face?
'Cause, like, at one point, I just memorized
that.
it, and the last line on my eye test was DEFPOTEC, and I really fucked
That's
myself.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, DEFPOTEC, and I never needed to read it again because I just had it in my head.
Dude, the other thing is, so last night I Googled, like, why do cyclists shave their legs, right?
They're nuts.
And I get why swimmers shave.
No,
'cause,
their
like,
legs.
Well, I get why swimmers shave, because water is like heavy, so like the drag makes a huge difference. But I was like, for cycling, it seems a little overkill. And there was a study that was done, and it was like, if you're a really, really good rider, over like a 40-mile ride, you could save 50 or 90 seconds or something like that.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Absolutely, that seems like a ton. But then the Google related searches was like, why do cyclists shave their balls? And I said, do they? And then secondly, I tweeted it, and everyone said for aerodynamics, and I'm like, I don't want to be in your neighborhood when you're riding around.
Are you using
think-
your balls like a drag racer?
I think that's just a long regurgitated Lance Armstrong joke, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah. So, mainly. Oh, why are you cold?
Oh,
Shaving for swimming doesn't actually do anything. We just use it like a placebo.
Isn't it not a placebo if you know about it?
Well, you know what? You got a point there. Lance Armstrong has one ball.
Okay.
it's a shit signal.
It gives him an unfair advantage because
Right, yeah.
that's like a few grams.
Dude, can I just say though, like, I mean, obviously I don't think it's an unfair advantage that he has one ball, but
I do.
bike seats kind of suck, like, for the most part.
Yeah, that's why eunuchs are the fastest bikers in the world.
Not sure that's true, but
I do feel like almost all of your weight ends up over your softest tissue in your body, almost.
Yeah, they're designed with like a fucking spear that goes right into your gooch and underball area. And it's
Yeah, but
like,
then you just get like a callous taint, and then it's all good.
right, yeah, that's true.
Oof.
If you have a callous taint, does your wife have to moisturize it?
If you want to lose the callus, I guess.
What if you want to lose your callus R? What do you do then?
Marry her off?
I don't know what that means. Callus.
It's a Game of Thrones.
Wasn't he called a Call?
Well, the Khal is the name of the king. The Callus R is his kingdom.
You ever think it's fucked up that in like that Shadows of Tsushima game, the Mongols are the bad guys?
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of time to think about it, but now that you mention it, yeah.
Well, dude, when that came on, I asked Chad, I was like, did the Mongols ever even invade Japan? And everybody's
And
like,
they-
oh my god, twice! Yeah.
They told you the story of how the word kamikaze was invented to refer to the
Right.
divine wind that stopped them from reaching the main islands.
Huh.
Yeah. So I didn't know that, actually. So that's pretty interesting. When did the
They got
Mongols get
mad at me
books?
when I said that it was Japanese, and then they were like, it's obviously Chinese, and then I apologized, and then they were like, actually, it is Japanese. So
Yeah,
I got to
It
be
was
dumb
very
twice.
Clearly Japanese, yeah. That was, yeah.
It's called Ghosts of Sashimi.
I mean, I know that, but I thought I missed something.
Well, I think it's because they were like, it's the Mongols, so it's got to be China, right? Except for literally everything else in the trailer.
Hey. So I was not like mad at the guy for so-called cultural appropriation for playing the pan flute, but I was also like,
Wait, did that happen?
yeah. Well, I don't know if anyone got mad about it. I think mostly it's been satire. They've been like, look at this
Okay.
cool Christopher Guest looking guy playing the pan flute. But I will say, I didn't know we were allowed to wear those hats.
Come on.
The flute I thought was fine, but I thought that was the hat that we're not allowed to wear.
I don't know.
You know the hat.
I wouldn't wear the hat until I knew better.
I don't like this game.
Get good.
I don't know.
Yeah, my culture is not your hat, precisely.
I swear, I could
exactly
win.
where I
If
was at.
Consic wasn't playing with us, I could probably win one round every time we play it.
Whoa!
And that's not a dig at you, Consic. You're very good, but you're too good.
Have we confirmed he's very good? There's this thing called aimbot. I don't know.
I think he's very
Who was
good.
that?
Yeah, how come nobody yelled at me about that? I didn't notice it either.
I just got a double cougar headshot again. That was awesome.
Oh, 6 score, 9 deaths, so I win.
I'm just saying, if I'm able to wear the hat,
It looks like a pretty cool hat.
I might start rocking it. Because, you know, the baseball hat has been like the de facto headwear of choice for a long time, at least in North America. And there's no reason that a baseball hat should be like, it's the same as like I made that tweet about jeans, where I was like, you know, why are jeans the #1 pants in North America? Like, there's lots of different pants. I like jeans, but, you know, mix it up a little bit.
Don't you think that hat would be super itchy, though? Like, if you get a little sweat in it, it would just be extremely itchy.
I don't know.
I've never
Is it
worn one.
made of straw?
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I tuned out of this conversation when we stopped talking about porn.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I always assume that about halfway into Goldeneye, you just resolve to win one and then kind of like disappear into the ether until it becomes clear that Cockix will win every single round. And then you come back. I don't like a hat that requires a chin strap, though.
I don't know. They look pretty badass. You ever worn one?
They do, yeah.
Like the Bobby helmets, the fuzzy hats with the chin strap. Those look badass.
What about those sweet hats that are in kung fu movies sometimes, where it's like a straw box on your face, like completely?
Oh, I know
Have you ever
exactly
seen
what you
that?
mean.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. They have like
Those are
bars on them,
badass.
right?
Yeah. Those are
Like
cool.
a Tekken character?
Kinda, yeah.
It's
Do
a
they use
straw
them? I think they're
box.
like Naginata practice helmets or something.
What
Yeah,
the
maybe.
fuck?
Maybe I'm totally off base there, but I definitely know what you mean.
A kendo helmet.
Kendo.
No. I'm not actually thinking. It is made entirely of straw. Hold on. Let me try to find out what it is.
I
Did
feel
you
like
guys
they've got a
also
lot of that
see-
in Dynasty Warriors.
That we won the World Cup.
Oh, congrats.
Did you?
Like you and me
In
and
Mexico?
and F Snow. Yeah, we're gonna be hosting the World Cup together in 2026.
Yeah, I really like the name that they thought up for it. The Come 2026.
Yeah, it's a good bid. We
Is
beat
it,
Morocco, which is pretty cool.
is it called a Baybar?
No, it's called a camuso.
Camuso.
Yeah, here,
I gotta look this up. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
send me a link.
Yeah, it's called a camuso.
Yeah, why
on the
not?
Discord
I'll
too.
go click it up. Yeah. Oh yeah, Man, that is a basket.
It's basically a basket.
Oh, of course, it means monk of emptiness. That's what I would call a hat that I invented too.
That's a
I
weird
think it
name.
looks badass, honestly.
Oh, cool. Oh no, it did not crash. I'm back,
Monk of Emptiness.
and now I'm dead, and Cockix wins. You want to move on to chat?
Yes.
Fox?
Yeah, let's do
Oh
it.
my god.
I got second place. I can't be too mad.
No, that's first.
Yeah, I guess. Well, good games, Coxix.
Somebody give me a camuso.
I would like to run advertisements, please.
So I've seen derivations of a Camuso that have like metal bars through them, and they just make you look like a demon. It's a good look.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like that new FromSoft game will probably have this guy as an enemy,
I would not be surprised if there was a demon wearing a camuso in that game.
because you can't see
And
their
then
face.
All the people with their who's question marking me, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's my favorite enemy." Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a tube put down my throat tomorrow. I'm a little nervous about it.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi, Bear.
the BaerTaffy.
Hey,
It's going, Bear.
tell me more about your tube throat.
Tell
Well-
me more. Tell me more. Does she live on the floor?
In 1 minute, I'm not allowed to eat anymore until tomorrow afternoon.
Oh no,
No.
dude, eat a steak right now.
I don't
Yeah,
have
do
a
it.
steak in front of me,
What
so
are you
it's not
doing
gonna happen.
sitting here not eating?
I'm doing the
Yeah.
stream. And then at midnight, I can't drink anymore until tomorrow afternoon.
Oh god.
So I'm gonna get lots of water in after the stream.
Jeez, man.
This is rough.
I hope I'm
Hey, Barry,
very
when-
knocked out when they do it, because I'm gonna
I don't
choke
think
on the
they
thing.
knock you out for it.
I think they'll knock me out because I'm gonna choke on it super hard.
Did you not ask?
No, she said they knock you out, but like I don't know if it's like when they say knock you out, do they mean like you're still sort of lucid, or do they mean like you're unconscious? I probably should have asked at the
Okay.
time.
Quick question: what did Mama say, though? Because
Mama said knock you out, but Mama's
yeah.
not doing the procedure.
Throw Mama off the train.
Point. Yes.
You know that, right, Rob?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mama just killed a man.
Oh,
That's
we could
not a
do
movie, though.
we could do lots of you choked on me jokes after that. That's good.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. There you go.
What's that from?
Jolly Ranchers had a tweet moment with us. It was kind of funny.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Anyway, I
Did
won't
you
be on the
open
show
that any
tomorrow.
louder?
We got a fucking problem.
Yeah, you're opening that too loud.
You are opening up very
All right.
loudly.
Fair enough. My apologies.
God, streamer eating on stream, so unprofessional.
I'm being straight up with you.
Yeah.
I don't think streaming is a very difficult job,
Yeah.
but I get so fucking hungry.
Yeah, it sucks the energy out of
Yeah.
you in a bizarre
I
way.
I really think it's like the first, when I was a kid, I was like, you know, oh, exercise makes you hungry. Now I'm like, the brain is working like 180% capacity during the stream. It's like overclocked.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's
eat
how
like a
you
grin-
do it.
You need to eat like a granola bar an hour.
No, mental fatigue is like a real thing, man.
How'd
Yeah,
you
you-
overclock your head?
You think you're just saying it, but like for real, it really makes you incredibly hungry in a way
I
that
know.
nothing else I've done has made me that hungry.
I'm with you, dude.
I'm pretty hungry just all the time.
Yeah, me too, for obvious reasons.
I think I could actually eat like an infinite amount of food.
I'm really glad you didn't say infant because it really sounded
You'd be an orphan
You're
anyway.
offering. Like when you guys get a pizza, what's your like? This is a normal serving of pizza for when the pizza first arrives, and you're excited.
Take 2 slices every time.
2 slices,
Dude,
yeah.
I'm gonna take you on a journey with me here because
Please, yes.
Ooh, yeah.
I can get a pizza, and if I'm not actively aware of what's going on, it'll go away.
Yeah.
Just slice by slice by slice. So it's just so tasty.
I'm
It's
with
so
you,
good.
dude.
It doesn't even seem like it's really filling up that much space either, because you can just keep going with that shit, and it's so form fitting to eat. It's so convenient. It's the best. And then
It's the exact shape of your stomach.
I know.
So so when we were doing E3 the other day, we were on webcam and we had pizza, and a lot of people were in my chat and it's like, oh my god, that pizza is so massive, it's disgusting.
I saw that and I felt your rage. Because people were like, that pizza looks like shit.
Yeah.
I live in Croatia and pizzas here don't look like that. And I'm like, you can't just. You can make fun of New York for like a lot of things, but I'm sure the pizza was fine.
The pizza, that pizza place is very good. But I will say that like typically like here the minimum, unless you're getting like a personal pizza or like a particularly small pizza on purpose, the minimum is gonna be a 16-inch pizza. That's gonna be what it is.
That's an
now
extra large here.
I'm extremely mad because that is a girth. And you clearly do have some concept of how to interpret it.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point.
I don't know. I like is that 16 across? Like what is
You know,
I
now
always
actually
assumed
do
that's
not
what it
know.
was. Yeah, no,
Yeah, it is across.
It's a 16 in length. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, the girth is the 2 pi r. Is the circumference, right?
I don't think you're really. What? No.
You've
girth-
got all the tools to measure the girth if you know the 16-incher.
But what's pi?
Pizza.
We're missing
Some pizza.
one.
Yeah, no,
We're
there
missing
was a
a
pizza
sorry,
pie
yeah,
joke
it's-
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
We're missing a Roberts, by the way.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
My
so
bad.
no
Is the
worries.
diameter is the one that goes from the outer edge to the center point?
That's the
Yes.
radius.
Right,
Yeah,
that's the
it's the
radius.
radius.
Okay.
Radius,
So yeah, 2
But it
pi
is
r to get
stupid
the. Okay, I
'cause
got it.
the diameter is
Double
just
that.
twice
What
the
do you
radius.
think-
It's like make up your mind.
What do you think would happen if we found the end of pi?
Do you know
Oh,
there
right,
is an
people
end?
Like
People
it
just
just
shut up about it after that point. Finally.
We could stop using it and just replace it with the number. It's so much more convenient.
Right, yeah. Okay, so someone in my chat says pizzas are measured by diameter, girth is by circumference.
Yeah, but the
Good to know.
circumference is a property of the diameter if we're talking
Hold
about
on.
a circle.
Well,
Hold
yeah, but it's not the same.
Why do you think there's an end to pi?
I got to interrupt here because chat's like, there is no end, idiot. Use your fucking imagination.
on. Maybe you just haven't tried hard enough. It's like when you're trying to unwrap your tangled headphones, you know? You're like, I'm never gonna get this done. Then you just find the terminus and you start pulling from there.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, that'd be good.
What a
Yeah, I don't know,
weird
man.
coincidence in the set of prompts.
When there's some kind of Pi news recently, there's like something with an AI and Pi and
We had Pi Day a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be what you're thinking.
yeah,
Are you thinking of Pi Day?
yeah. I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, that is news. So
No,
stop
it is.
shaming me. I don't think pi ends.
It doesn't. But the idea is that if it doesn't, it would imply that it's a simulation.
It would imply. You
Wait,
mean?
why would it
Nice.
why would it imply
Because-
that it's a simulation?
It
Because
wouldn't. It would imply it.
because you can't have an infinite like
A faster way to get home from the land of Oz is to click your heels 3 times and say, anyone have lift? Or click your heels 3 times and say nothing and then wait for the bus to arrive.
Okay, I gotta get to the bottom of this pie question because this sounds
It would
really
imply
interesting.
that there is
I don't think
a
literally
simulation on a
anyone has.
computer has a finite amount of space, so you can't store an infinite
Oh,
sequence
hey, that's
on
that's
the
a
computer.
surprisingly astute observation.
Yes.
So if it's infinite, we're not in a simulation.
Yes.
But we
But we
can't ever
can't
know
know
the
that.
end to an infinite number.
Right. That's kind of the
So
whole
this
shtick.
is not a question, it's just moot.
Yes.
Speaking of
It's for fun.
pie,
It's philosophy.
It's theoretical. Okay.
I like chocolate satin pie.
ooh, that is good. How do you guys feel about lemon meringue?
Not bad, not bad.
I like
I
it.
like lemon meringue. I'm a big fan.
I like key lime.
But when does it end?
You never know.
The toy surprise in an unhappy meal: an Arby's sandwich or a pepperoni and a coin.
Yeah, what if our understanding of math is fundamentally wrong?
It could imply that too, yeah, but I don't think that would.
That would be crazy. All the math we know is completely based on the wrong thing.
I don't think anyone in chat is real.
The point of math is that math isn't like we made up math. Math doesn't
know.
actually.
Yeah,
exist.
some old
It's-
Greek dude in the year 0. We're still
No.
math is the interpretation
going
of
around
the
saying it like it's
universe.
gospel.
No, I know it's not real, but it still could be based on like a false concept that we could correct better. Like that there's a disambiguation in it.
I feel like math is more real than, like, language or something. Like,
Yeah, it does map
kind
to
of
more
fundamental
real
to the-
things.
Yeah.
Only here on the NLSS can you go from cam discussions to the philosophy of math.
From nobody who holds a math or a philosophy degree.
Right. Yeah.
The one
But my
phrase the
cousin
NSA, the one phrase the NSA is tired of watching us type into Google. Why can't I use 5 fingers on campsite or geometry porn?
Don't the majority of us hold degrees, though?
Yeah, I took one philosophy and one math class in college.
I'm not trying to justify
I'm not
it.
kidding.
I was just curious of that point.
If you think I'm kidding, I'm not.
That's why I'm laughing. What they call pooping in the land of Oz: waiting for the bus or paving the yellow brick road.
Oh, that's good.
So
Yeah,
if you
that's
have
way
3 apples, you know that the mapping of our number 3 maps to the apples, but the name apple is completely made up.
Yeah.
That's what
Let me
Rob was
fuck
trying to
with you.
say. Yeah.
So is the name 3.
The concept of
Yeah, but
there
the
being
concept of 3, not the number 3.
That wasn't that kind of made up too, though. Like,
No.
BaerTaffy, I'm real, and I want to eat your butthole. Oh, see, now you're definitely not real. No one wants to do that. I don't
Think
even want
about-
to do that.
when you can break down math because like the idea of infinity, right? Like in math, there are multiple kinds of infinity, but in life, not only is there not infinity, but there's not multiple kinds of infinity.
What do you
because
mean
there is
in
no
life?
infinity.
What the fuck?
I am galaxy braining right now.
What do you
to be
mean
honest
that
with
there's
you, yeah.
not infinity in real life?
Oh,
You can't have infinity. Nothing is infinite.
Pass me the.
How do we know that? There could be infinite bacteria in the universe. There could be infinite
Does
space
not.
in.
Chat, the only way to stop this bit is to use your bits. Use your bits now on twitch.tv/Northernlion and stop this bit today.
Cheer the brains away.
I mean, the universe could be infinite. We don't know.
I'll keep this.
Well, Austin's saying it's not, but I don't know why he knows that.
It's
don't
we can't know. Yeah, we can't know that it is or it isn't. Doesn't mean infinity exists.
Well, there's some bits. You guys have to stop now.
So I was looking at the tip of my dick the other day.
There we go. That's more like it.
Wait, have we
Why
talked
don't
about
we have-
quaternions yet?
Why don't we have 2 holes, one for piss and one for cum? That's all I'm trying to say.
I
I agree with that. You got me. I'm off to infinity now.
I agree. Yeah.
It'd be nice. You think, like, eventually we'll evolve to that? Do you think humans are still capable of evolution?
Booty infinity.
Yes.
Yeah,
What do you
like
mean?
for sure.
It's not a thing
Yeah.
that we're capable of. It just is.
But, like, rapid evolution, though. I'm talking about, like, developing another hole for your dick within the next 25 years.
like on my present dick or like
That only happens in like bot flies. So like,
Yeah.
I don't think any like nothing really.
You see, like infinity, and then
Quaternions are like the Unity dev DAE, like,
Right.
well, if you think filing your taxes is hard, you should never look at Quaternions. I mean, it's a rotation.
It sounds like an ancient race.
People they picture like that endless knot.
Yeah.
You know, where does it start? Where does it end?
Like a
Is that-
Mobius fractal.
It's just kind of like a rotation. It's the fourth dimension. Isn't that weird? A fun trick to play on your doctor. Pretend you're dead and then go boo, or never see him, then blame him when you die.
Good
Yeah.
prank, bro.
Yeah. Would I just write that in my will? Like, I blame you, doctor. I haven't seen in 50 years.
The autopsy would be like, well, he could have avoided dying had he been to his
Oh.
doctor over the last 30 years.
Here's a hard-hitting question. Is it still evolution if we genetically modify our own genes? Because we're the ones responsible for it, but we're also of ultimately natural origins.
See, I was thinking about bringing this up, but I figured it was best not to. But, I mean, I
Well,
think,
they're
yeah.
still monkeys, Rob.
No, that's not why. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's
A
probably...
rejected shape for marshmallow peeps. Baby chicken or marshmallow default.
Voting for baby chicken, just like, I'm giving it hope.
I know that's not
I
what
think-
evolution actually is. It was a joke.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm telling you, we cannot talk about science or porn. We're really just like on the 1 or 2 right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, Chad, would you prefer the porn or the science?
Can we do math-based porn?
Geometry porn?
yeah.
Numbers
Geometry porn,
fucking. What's the sexiest number?
69.
No, like a
That's
single
very
digit.
obvious.
I'm going to answer your question
7.
with another question. Why is 6 afraid of
Afraid of
7?
7, because 7 ain't 9.
Hold on. There's
The name of a font nobody would ever use. Dongdings or Wongdongs.
Yeah. So went in the same direction on that one, huh?
I just wanted to appreciate the consistency. Anyway, continue. 8's got curves.
Everyone's saying 8.
Oh, because if you turn
Yeah.
it sideways, it's booty infinity.
8.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 8 is pretty sexy.
Isn't
You're
that a
right,
Stanley
yeah.
Parable thing?
I kind of like 9
Why?
9.
because it's got something for everybody.
'Cause
It's got
7
a
ate it.
whole. It's got a whole end of protrusion.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fair.
And if you
So the
turn it
six-
90
it's like a
degrees, it
Swiss
looks like
Army
a dick and balls. Yeah.
Well, yeah, what's better, 6 or 9?
Ladies love my protrusion.
Well, if the typography is correct, I mean, it's just a reflection of the other one,
Yeah.
so...
Which one gets the line?
Neither.
I feel like I always end up with that question.
The 0.
Whenever I play a board game, they always put a line under one of
Oh,
them.
I
but then
think they're
whenever
9.
Oh.
whenever I
think it's
roll
usually
it,
the
I have to
9,
be
yeah.
like, wait, do they put the line under the 6 or the 9?
We got Magic the Gathering decks at GameStop yesterday, me and Jess, and they came with dice, and they do a little dot at the bottom right.
That's pretty
of each
cool.
of the numbers. Yeah.
Elegant.
0 never gets any love. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. It'll work
Listen,
out.
Listen, bitch. It's not a dice, motherfucker.
a
It's a
die.
spin down counter in order to
Oh.
measure your life.
You're
When
actually
you
right.
look
That's what
at
they
a
call
dice,
it, yeah.
does it go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 contiguously? That would lead to clumped variance and weighted rolls.
Didn't know you're so passionate about this.
What really cracked the Liberty Bell? It looked at your face or Patty's Pub.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, I had this happen many times. Well, twice, but that's more than it ever should have. Where you'd be at Friday Night Magic and you'd be like, roll to see who goes first. And you'd use your spin down and the person would be like, nah, we're going to use this dice because it's more random. And you're like, all right. It's gonna be, you know what? I resign. And
Yeah, I would probably shoot myself at that.
it's going to be one of those. So you can take the win on this one.
Actually, during your main phase, you can't declare.
Talk about the stack.
Well, come on. If it's the rules, don't get mad at that guy.
Yeah.
Judge!
Oh my God!
Sorry, I really wanted to lean into that one.
the shit out of me.
The weirdest room you could see in an airport. It got off the screen when I was reading it.
Would be one
The-
specifically designated for.
I got a real question related to this, by the way.
Okay.
How do you feel about using the bathroom in the airport where the sign is a baby and it's meant to be used for changing babies, but also has a perfectly good shitter in there?
In the changing thing?
I thought the changing thing happens outside of the stall. I'm not sure
It's
what you mean.
usually outside, isn't it?
It's like the ones we have here is like a standalone bathroom. There's a toilet and a table, and like a little garbage can you put the baby poop into. You know what I mean?
I don't know why. It was really funny the way you said that.
Room specifically designated for waifus, flying, Tom Hanks, Kid Rock, or pooping, silly.
Tom Hanks and Kid Rock in the same place. No one's ever photographed them together.
I gave all my points to Tom Hanks because
That'd be wild, man.
Right?
What if they're both Leonardo DiCaprio doing some Catch Me If You Can kind of shit?
Dude, I got 40 minutes into The Departed. It's pretty good. I remember watching that in pieces when I worked in the movie theater, so I would go in and just like stand there for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
What is it like to work in a movie theater?
It's fine, you know. It's like it's a kid job. It's a teen job where it's just like working any other like convenience store job or fast food gig, except you're giving people movie tickets.
See, what I would think is like after they close the movie theater, they'd be like, "Hey, we're running the movie for one more show for all the staff." But I'm imagining that doesn't actually happen.
I mean, like it wasn't really a party. It was sort of just. I mean, my bosses were not happy where they were, and it was pretty obvious.
Oh.
And they all just sort of went through the motions. I'm not going to be able to find a lot of humor in this. I'm realizing.
I gotcha.
when I'm telling these anecdotes.
I can pivot.
Dude, I can tell you more. I got a movie anecdote since we just went to 2 movies yesterday.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so well, the first movie, we literally could have just stolen the tickets because there was no one at the the thing up front that the person's supposed to check your tickets.
That happens all the time where I go.
Yeah, and I was just pissed because I was like, I could have saved a bunch of money. I would have just walked into that fucking movie.
Well, you wouldn't have supported the people who made the movie.
Well,
you could steal anything from anywhere if no one's there to catch you. I mean, it's not just at the movie theater.
Dude, let me jump in real quick because one time I was working at that position on a Sunday when no one was showing up. I literally fell asleep at the position. Somebody had to come and knock on the glass and be like, "Hey, can we get a ticket?"
They're getting all our movie juice for free.
And then the other anecdote is going to make you all very angry at me. Because last time I brought this up, people were like very against me. Where I said, you know what, like straight up, I would if they let me, if I could have watched Avengers: Infinity War at home and paid for it, I would have done it instead of watching it at the movie theater because I don't envy I don't wish for the movie theater experience. And the reason is because when we went into Avengers: Infinity War yesterday, there was the entire movie. There was just a chirping sound the whole time. It was just like breep, 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 breep for like 3 hours. All right.
Wow, that sounds awful.
There was a child behind us that every time a character came onto the screen, which was a lot because it's the most ambitious crossover in it. Every time a character would be like, "That's Loki." Like, God, kill me, kill me. And he's like, this is the part where Loki, well, yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awful.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm going to double. All right, fuck it. I'm doing it. Doubling down in the worst possible way. This is, I
think I know which one you got to.
I'm going to regret this, man. Holy shit.
I didn't go very far on it, so I think you're going to win. Is the good news.
Listen, Rob, what if he was explaining what was happening on screen to a blind person?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It could be. It's possible.
So my movie anecdote is that the last one I went to, they had a commercial before it. Go ahead and read the prompt.
A really odd thing to say on your deathbed. Bye, bitch. Or you gonna eat that looking at own dick.
Oh. All right.
This sounds like me, but I didn't write it.
They had a commercial before the movie for Regal Cinemas, which is the group, the movie theater that I went to. And it was apparently made by two girls in Minnesota or something, and they were like showing off how proud they were that they made this movie. And then at the end, it was just them saying, "Do you want to get a start in the movie industry? Work at Regal."
Yeah, seems misleading.
That's not
Interesting.
how that
That's
works.
a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how.
I wouldn't say that movie theaters are the movie industry exactly.
Yeah.
Popcorn industry, for sure.
Yeah.
The worst name for a mountain. Eyjafjallajökull or Ricky.
I'm glad you did that in Norwegian.
Hey, I will not stand for these stabs at the Icelandic culture.
Bear, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you answer the same thing for both of your prompts?
Sure did.
All right.
This one's gonna be good.
I'm into it, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, so I didn't like that movie theater experience very much.
Oh, sorry.
I
man.
don't
Yeah.
blame you. It sounds awful.
I'm just waiting for the pronunciation again, and I'm glad it's not on this one. A crazy thing to find during a colonoscopy: your family or Norman fetus.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Did you know that Pizza Pasta song is about a volcano? The dun 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 dun.
No, I didn't know
I don't
that.
know what a pasta is, so I'm not sure if I.
Pizza, pasta.
Put it in a
Yeah.
box, deliver it to my house, and put it on my cock. That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Those are the canon lyrics?
Mm-hmm.
No, this is the meme lyric.
Oh, my cock, my cock, my cock, my cock, my cock.
Yeah,
That's true.
funiculi funicula.
Mmm.
Dude, being an opera singer is all sorts of fucked up. I know it's not really opera, but something you should never say to your mother. Is this it? You gonna eat that? Looking at own dick. Switcheroo.
Yeah.
Or I'm your father.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Is anyone in chat like an opera singer? Why?
Yeah, I
You
made
ever
me want
get
to belt
pissed?
it out as soon as you said that.
They make you sing in whatever language the opera was originally written in.
Right. Yeah.
So you have to be like panlingual.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you probably just have to recite the words. I don't think you need to know what they mean necessarily.
You tell
Wow,
me.
there's literally hundreds of opera singers in chat.
Yeah, I can sing
Yeah,
Despacito. That doesn't make me, someone who
Dude, did you hear
Spanish.
they announced Despacito 2 at E3?
A sign that your kid isn't good at sports. He's the star of home movies, or he asked if the goalie was fucking sorry.
I know that. I know that reference. That's an internet thing.
Mm-hmm.
Despacito. Hey, Ryan, remember this one? It's my mashed potatoes.
Once a week, that worms its way back into my brain. And especially the part where she says it's the one dish everybody hatos, which is just an arbitrary rhyme because everybody loves mashed potatoes. The line doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, why didn't you just say everybody loves?
Can I just say, by the way,
That doesn't rhyme with potato,
Yeah,
Bear.
but that's like the level of quality they aspire to.
by the way, that's a fucking 4chan meme, you posers. Chat.
You mean posers.
Captain Crab, can I put your comment up for debate? Because I kind of want to discuss what you just mentioned, but I don't know. You might get shredded. I don't know yet.
Oh,
I'm ready
please.
to shred
You
this
called him out by
motherfucker.
name, so let's do it.
I will say that movie theaters are useful for understanding the industry, though. Theaters make about $1 on your ticket, as the studios set the cost and take most of the profits, and yet are critical to the success of the film. Working there does give you a good perspective on how to do the politicking of the movie industry.
The politicking?
The politicking.
You're flooding the shit out of me for this.
Yeah,
I'm also
I was
trying
trying
to
to read it,
prompt-
and it kept scrolling up. That's why I kept pausing. Any opinion, Rob?
As someone who went to high school with Zazie Beats, what's your input on this?
Hey, I'm a big film nerd. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like, maybe if you're in management, I suppose. But I don't think you're gonna be dealing with the license agreements with like AMC or anything. So I don't know. It seems silly. Like, I don't think you're gonna learn any. What's it called? Hollywood.
Hollywood Nights, Bob Seger.
Yeah, no, I meant Hollywood accounting.
The worst name for a country singer: Jean-Pierre Beyonce or Despacito?
Name 3 famous Bobs that aren't Saget.
Bob Seger.
Bob Dylan.
Richatelli.
Bob
Bob
Dylan.
Hope.
Bob Hope.
All right, good job.
Just keeping you honest.
Bob Barker.
At any point in your life, somebody could come up to you and ask you to name 3 things that are in common with one thing, but you can't say the obvious one.
Welcome to Code Names.
Name 3 foods that start with L. None of them are lasagna.
3 foods that start with A. I thought my brain died a little bit for a second there.
Lemon lasagna.
A really stupid idea for a phone app that would still make you millions of dollars. Putinir or emoji pool?
Yeah, fair enough.
What's
Is that like
emoji pool?
emoji billiards or like?
Oh yeah, each ball is like an emoji face. I get it.
But hear me out. You could play emoji pool in a pool.
Mm.
And
It's like how Zelda has multiplayer because you can discuss the ending with your friends.
Did you guys ever catch the loach?
I don't think I ever have, actually.
You've never caught the loach?
Okay, that was a very aggressive reaction.
That's what I nicknamed my penis.
I thought of all people, you'd be the one that caught the loach first.
I feel like I should have caught it because I loved the fishing in that game. I think I just sucked at it.
Go catch the loach.
Come up with a name for the most difficult yoga pose known to mankind. The inward-facing dog or the interpose?
You guys ever do yoga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
More like Noga.
I did Tai Chi once. Does that count?
Kinda.
It's like basically yoga.
I think Rob needs some yoga is what it sounds like.
She's so cold.
Yoga fire.
You doing yoga, Bear?
Not like actively, but every now and then we do it.
How is it?
It's helpful. It's nice, like you awaken parts of your body you didn't realize needed to be activated.
Huh.
Okay, you don't need to be a
Like
hippie.
your almonds.
Like your third
There's
eye?
Wonderful positive energies, and the auras that I've experienced are unlike any other.
Did you ever do the one? I think it's called Bikram yoga, where they put you in a sauna while you're doing it.
It's not like a Korean pop song.
There's also
hot
hot
yoga.
yoga.
But I think that's the same thing.
A weird thing for the letters in your alphabet soup to suddenly spell out. You want some soup or pull out your own heart?
I love that idea. That's so hilarious to me.
Hot
Yanking your
yoga.
own heart out.
Check it and see. Your yoga teacher is called something yogi. Come on, baby. Don't you do more than bend?
stretch?
Yeah, exactly. Hot yoga. Hot yoga. A name for a new cereal that's for adults only. Fucky Charms or Dickos?
Ooh, Fucky Charm's pretty good.
Quality content.
They're always fucking me, Fucky Charms.
That's just a Rick and Morty interdimensional cable right there.
Mm.
Oh no, they already did that though with the ones with the eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did actually.
God, they're ahead
By
of
the
their
way,
time.
I'm the
Oh.
bathtub guy.
Yeah, you're gonna be. I knew it. I knew it, dude.
But that doesn't matter. I'm the bathtub guy. I'm the guy in the bathtub.
That's kind of your thing, right? You're the guy in the
See, the
bathtub.
joke is he didn't try.
Yes, exactly.
I hate you. I fucking hate you because you make me feel like a piece of shit for liking something.
Did you laugh at the bathtub guy's part?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it was
they were
funny.
losing their
You
minds
fucking
to it.
asshole.
Really?
They were totally losing their minds. I wasn't, because I'm cool.
But it's not like it's.
Watching that
No,
one.
I wasn't
It's not
losing
like-
my mind like you guys.
It's not like it was a funny joke. It was just like I recognized that that's the way they talk on that show. Rick and Morty is really funny, but that was like us making up a Rick and Morty bit.
Kind
I'm
of.
not gonna have this discussion right now.
Morty,
I'm not gonna
throw your
defend
sister
myself.
into the black hole. Well, that's really frigged up, Rick. Okay, I'll do it. You know,
Hey.
like-
Hey, they would say the word in Rick and Morty. How dare you?
It's very true. Yeah.
Oh, I can hear myself from the other room. Wait. Oh, this requires so much thought. Hello, Ruka.
Really hope it loses.
How
by a
confident
large
can you
margin.
be in it then?
I got it. Ooh.
Fuck.
Fox.
Wait, was this
I
one
think
too?
people should be allowed to laugh at what they want to laugh at,
Fuck!
unless
Oh,
it's impractical jokers.
The
on
cyberbullying is out of control. Someone said the thing I laughed at isn't funny.
Oh my God, you two dumb doofuses.
Wait,
You know, I was
what?
making a joke there, and I was talked
How did-
over. I was.
Me too. I'm the bathtub guy.
How
a
did
word
both
that
of
should
you...
a
What?
word that should be in the dictionary but isn't. AF yalla yokel, frig, a gile yokel, or Christian.
Is this a meme that I don't know? Because why did you both have almost the same word there? I must have missed a meme. Okay.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
both end in jokel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm impressed someone tried to spell it without looking at it and failed.
If one of them has like significantly more than the other, I'm gonna be so surprised and confused.
One of them is in last.
Wow.
Oh, it was the Icelandic volcano. Okay, I tuned out on that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one wasn't second.
He spelled it wrong.
Okay, and I would be so mad if that one won.
That would be hilarious.
If this one was
Frig.
last, one was first.
See, in
Y'all
my
got
head,
fucking dominated.
I thought you
Yeah.
both just mashed the keys and somehow had almost the same
Oh,
word.
that would be amazing.
I'm pretty sure that's what Bear initially did, to be honest with you.
I didn't do that initially.
Chad, there is a place for Ricky Gervais being the bathroom guy, but I'm not sure if it's the time or the place right now.
Mm.
But the jokes are percolating in my head. He would half-heartedly apologize for having a dick in case that offended you, because he seems like the kind of person who would think that that's incendiary in 2018. I'm
Right,
still okay.
yeah.
You know what? I'll just do the bit.
All right,
Yeah,
yeah,
do
do it. Yeah. Insult a lot of people. Let's go.
Oh yeah, it starts like that. That's how he.
Bits
thinks.
are the funniest when you describe the bit instead of just actually
Right,
doing
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, I'm the bathtub guy. That's not how he sounds.
Goy! I'm the bathtub guy!
Oh, hello there. I'm the bathroom guy.
See, and this would be worth it.
Yeah, okay, that's perfect. I didn't have anywhere to go from there, so.
Oi, I'm the bathtub guy.
Starts with a big oi.
I'm the bathroom guy. How's it going, lads?
Oh, I like this prompt a lot. This is a great, great prompt.
You think the game will be good? I mean, yeah. I mean, I think those guys are. Well, that guy, he's funny. The trailer was really bad, though.
Do you
In
think
my
it's
opinion.
funny?
I do. I really actually do. But that was like, you know, the trailer's due tomorrow. Oh, E3's tomorrow? That really snuck up on me. All right, just shoot me as the bathtub guy. That seems like a bit that you would do with your friends when you're like 15.
Yeah.
Do the bathtub guy. I'm the guy in the bathtub. Kills every time.
Hey, Ryan.
Oh no. Scientists say erosion, but we all know scientists say erosion, but we all know the Grand Canyon was actually made by underpaid artists or dinosaurs.
That's good.
Yeah. I like that.
You know who it was actually made by though?
Who?
The bathtub guy.
Oh God! Why did I didn't even expect it. I actually didn't expect
got
it.
me
and
there.
I'm mad. I'm mad that I didn't expect it.
Because he thought we pivoted, but we didn't.
Yeah, I'm real mad about it.
I gotta get better at identifying the pivots on this show. It's
Yeah. Really should have.
You can hear the
No.
rusty nut turn if you listen close enough.
You know who's really good? At pivoting?
No, see, he's gonna pivot again. He's gonna
Yep.
subvert my
That's what
expectations.
he
I was
does.
gonna say a basketball player.
Ah!
A rejected crayon color. Dick sludge purple or haha racist. Own up. Did you guys call it skin color when you were a kid?
Austin did.
What?
I definitely did. I always called the peach pencil crayon skin color.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, I guess that's just born out of not really having an understanding of why that would be offensive, right?
Yeah.
I grew up in a very diverse environment, so
Yeah, I don't think I did
I
that.
still don't understand why it's offensive. I'm just joking.
What if you just said a skin color?
My skin color, I guess.
And then be offended at what they hand you.
Right.
Really? Oh, my skin is bright pink, huh? Invent a new word for the toilet that sounds like it's from Shakespeare. Wallywonger or feces upon Avon?
Second one has to be Ryan.
Fuck.
Well, there's not that many of us, but it just sounded like you. And I voted for it.
Nice.
Chad, in North America, Avon is the thing that middle-aged ladies in the suburbs go around door to door and sell. So I don't know how it's pronounced.
You know, I actually want to know, like, is that still a thing?
Yeah.
They still do Avon?
Well, it's various products. It's not just Avon.
I thought that was like an actor.
Hey, Vaughn, I suck your blood.
Oh, someone in my chat says my mom does Avon. Well,
Yeah, there you go.
Still happens.
Take any well-known restaurant and slightly change its name to something inappropriate. Taco Hell or Contalo Fried Clits?
Yeah. All right. I like
Said
it.
slightly inappropriate.
Yeah, slight change. Just a little touch
right.
of a moderation there.
Taco Hell has to win just for sticking to the rules better.
No, this is just a little tiny change in the name.
Also, I have a side question about Avon.
Yeah.
Is it a pyramid scheme?
Probably.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, go Cantaloupe Fried Clits.
Because then, but is it? Because we had an Avon lady in our town, and she never tried to come around and be like, you should sell Avon. She always came around and was like, buy some lotion. She was never like, if I get 15 people working under me, I get a yacht.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you might only be seeing the lowest tier of the multi-level marketing, so you'd think it wasn't stratified, but it is.
Or she was just really bad at it, maybe.
Maybe.
Pick any city name and make it sound dirty. Aston or Shatitsko? Shatitsko?
Yeah, it works.
Doesn't really work though, does it?
No, that's sort of the point.
Do you guys know anybody mired in MLM hell? Not MLM hell, by the way. Awesome.
I know one.
I know a few. I wouldn't say they're mired in it though. I'd say blissfully participating.
Are they on the third tier?
Yeah, do they have the yacht yet?
They don't have the yacht yet, but they're working
card?
on it. Yeah.
Do they have a vision board?
I think so. They might have a vision card game though.
You guys
Do they
want to
try
go
to
in on me
recruit-
with a timeshare?
Yeah.
Seems
I'll
like
do
a
it.
good
Fuck
idea.
it. I don't even need any more information about it.
Pets, thank you for being here. You're probably off work, but I can't run ads, and I'm going to need this handled stat. I need this to be, put it on the sprint for yesterday. Fixes in the works. All right, thank you.
That was the one standout thing that my old boss from that machinery company said to me that made me realize, oh, this dude's an asshole.
Oh, no.
He told me that needed to be done yesterday.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, did
You're
it?
like, well, then you should have told me about it 4 days ago.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, how do you spell the volcano again?
Just remarkably different answers from me.
You guys want to start a pyramid game cult?
That's a great idea.
Rob, can we?
Pyramid game cults.
You know the orgy idea? Can we subcontract out other people to do the orgy idea, and we
Dude.
just get paid for it?
Just add on more steps. There you go. Pyramid scheme cult orgy. It sounds like it would work.
Dude, oh, if we can just make an acronym for it, I think we're in business.
Yeah, and
A
then just
rejected-
become evangelists too. Yeah, go on.
A rejected Monopoly piece. Fidget spinner or low income worker.
Each franchise owner can pick their own style of mask for their own orgies. They can put their own personal
I like
spin on it.
Yeah. I'm into it.
I saw one because I was on anti-MLM. It's one of my favorite. Not anti-MLM. Don't worry. I already used that joke.
The same job I was gonna say.
And there was somebody that was like, they're selling essential oils, but they did it in like the most idiotic way possible, where they're like, such a shame that Anthony Bourdain left us so young. If only he
no.
used essential oils, we could have saved him. And you're like, wow,
Yeah,
that's
yikes.
horrible.
That's a real yikes right there.
If only
Gonna give
Steve
him a
Jobs
nice
used
big hard yikes on
CBD.
that one.
Yeah.
A little known perk of being U.S. president: making a lot of money or all the pussies to grab.
Mm. Yikes.
That's a fun word to say.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. It's
I mean, like, he's not wrong, but, you know, it's really bad timing.
Neither of those were my prompt, chat. They always think it's me.
Oh man, I got a real.
I've tried to
divide
get
there
better
between-
with this stuff.
A terrible name for a dragon. Dragonite or that one Icelandic volcano.
Oh.
Yeah,
If you had attempted the Ayo
I'm gonna give it to him for that little bit of diversity.
It's like the sound of the introduction to Rocco's Modern Life. Dum, dum, ticka, dum, I was born.
I didn't watch that show, but man, did I like see the theme at least 1,000 times.
Mm. Yeah. Rocco. The unsexiest thought you can have: big fat dude jacking and making tons more money, or I'm late on my taxes. Thunder.
Oh my god. That was incredible.
I'm gonna need a clip for that one.
I hope it sounded as good to everyone in chat as it did for us.
It was great for me. It was perfectly in sync.
How did you sync that up? Was there like a hidden drum beat I didn't hear?
He said the word, and then
Okay.
we gotta come in.
Yeah.
We know what our cue is.
All right.
I don't know what the next line is.
He goes, "What can I do?" I remember that one.
How did we get two separate tax
Something you should not do while crowd surfing: your taxes or cover yourself in broken glass.
Oh man, I do want to try to challenge myself now, though, with the taxes thing. Not the second one.
It's a lot more boring of a song. Taxes.
I was cold.
Okay, we'll see. Like the joke was taxes.
Oh yeah, audit even better.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't have to change one line. I was shaking at the knees.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come again, please? I remember now. Every AC/DC song is just about coming, just with some and some optionally added element of criminality.
Highway to Hill. Highway to Hill.
When you said it, I was like, what did he say? Highway to Hill.
Highway to Hell, all about coming. Shoot to Thrill, I'll give you that. That's all about coming.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, Thunderstruck is too. It's
Thunderstruck
literally
is
about
it's yeah.
it's about the Omega Nut. He's talking about the best nut he ever had.
This might be the most disgusting answer I've ever put in Quiplash history.
Shook Me All Night Long is absolutely about.
That one's not even trying to like lie.
Yeah.
Like it's just very upfront.
Yeah.
The most disgusting breakfast cereal: dandruff flakes, cum flakes, smegma flakes, back flakes, Swedish skin flakes.
We really covered every angle on that, I think.
Yeah, we got it. Good job, everybody. Which one's the grossest?
Smoking a pancake? Bonging a blintz?
Smoking a backflake?
Yeah.
You know what I don't like
go on.
about AC/DC is they have that song "Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap."
Yeah.
If you ever come out with a song like that,
Come.
you know that in real life he must be the straight edge most motherfucker you've ever met. Because if that ever had to be played in court, it would not go well at all.
Can you
He's
run that? Wait,
he's
can you
threatening
run
to
that one
kill
live
people.
again? The most straight edge.
The straight edge most motherfucker guy out there.
The brain overclock has become unstable. You may need a restart.
You put the 4 words out there, and then your brains will just put them in the right order.
It's like when they give you those pages that are like, you don't need all the letters in the words. Your brain can just figure it out itself.
Oh, that's so old school, because now it would be like, kindergarten students have a 90% success rate on this test, but only 4% of adults can do it. Post below if you did it. I did it.
Post Malone.
I did it too. Yeah, Post Malone, I definitely heard.
I said congratulations.
Hey, his new album's pretty good.
I don't know any Post Malone songs. That's my impression of Dan singing a Post Malone song.
Okay.
With a little dyslexia joke thrown in there.
Ooh, spicy.
I thought Post Malone was the guy that reads letters or something.
What?
He gets like letters in the mail and then he puts them on his blog and he's like, this is inspirational.
Did you just come up with that because he has the word post in his name?
I was gonna say.
Maybe.
Like, you thought it was that person, but I think you just created that person in your head.
Oh no, yeah. There's a YouTuber named Postman Lone. I remember. Yeah, no, big fan of him.
So that isn't what he does?
No.
He's a singer?
Singer/rapper, yeah.
No, he talks over music.
Oh,
And then delivers them out.
all right. I like my idea better. Could he try that?
You should propose it to him, yeah.
He's got the right name.
He was on Twitch a few times. I bet he is familiar with you.
Oh, wow. That's an honor.
Yeah.
Hey, Ninja's been on Twitch a few times. You think he's familiar with me?
Oh, sure, yeah, of course.
He knows where his competition's coming from.
Mhm.
Ryan, he can actually sing. So I just want to make people mad. Here's one for you. Hey,
You're really good at that.
fuck John Lennon.
Wow.
Hey,
Hayden.
Jeez, dude.
What's your deal?
Here's my impression of John Lennon. Oh, I was in the Beatles, yeah.
Wow!
Oh, it's me, John Lennon. How's it going, lads?
What have I done lately, eh? Nothing.
Yeah, the Beatles are good, but they haven't put out a new album lately, so it's like, what are they
Yeah,
even
dude,
worth?
I agree.
What have I done for me lately?
Oh, hello, I'm John Lennon.
Now do a Yoko Ono impression.
Oh, hello, I'm Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono.
Hey, everybody, I'm Yoko Ono.
Oh no, it's Yoko again.
Hi, I'm back here to steal your boyfriend.
Here to be blamed for breaking up the band once more.
That's right, I'm Yoko.
I don't like this lady. Where's the best place to hide from the shadow monsters? Behind them or the dark ...
You know what? He's absolutely right about that, to be honest with you.
I mean, you
get
can
it.
kill every Dark Souls boss if you just go behind them, so I guess that's the right answer. I'm guessing you were the other one, ... Wait, you wouldn't write ...
That's too many dots.
No, I would never write
I have
that.
an
Three's enough
internal error.
dots.
No ellipses for me.
Who would use this? Only Austin would use this many dots.
He's right.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be.
It's
Yeah.
still lost.
Really? I mean, it's just true. You guys shouldn't be hiding from shadow monsters, chat, to be honest.
Fuck shadow monsters.
Would you stop being so controversial?
What the fuck,
We're
man?
almost done with the show. 9 minutes
Watch
out. You have
Dogs
to be
one
so...
is
They are
okay.
people with feelings
Jesus.
too.
I'm sorry, Chad. This guy just gets out of control at the end of the show.
America's energy crisis would be over if we made cars that ran on dead road shit or tweets.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
What is a road ship?
You know, when you get out of the car. what was the actual series of words? The straight edge most motherfucker. we've ever
Straight edge
seen.
most motherfucker.
You know, it's the only place that I'm aware of where you just drive past things that have they're dying and decaying all around you, and nobody even pretends they're there. They're just there.
What are you supposed to do?
What is a dead road shit?
Dead roadkill. Dead things.
Yeah. Oh,
just
yeah.
dead animals just laying around.
Pick it up and put it in your trunk?
No,
Or
put
do
it
you
in a
like
little-
toss it over the fence or something?
city,
Dig
I
a little
think, is
grave
supposed to
for it
clean
and
that
say a
up.
prayer and
Oh,
wish it a
that's-
happy afterlife.
The worst name for a summer camp: Crystal Lake or Camp Just Sign the Waiver.
Hey everyone, I'm John Lennon.
Oh, it's John Lennon.
Hey, I'm here to sing a song.
What a coincidence! I'm also named John Lennon. I was in a band you might know as the Beatles.
Oh, is that John Lennon over there? Oh, hello, I'm John Lennon.
I really like the idea of a bit where 4 people do a really bad John Lennon impression, and then at the end of the bit, they all get ready to sing, and they all sing at the same time, and they go, "Oh fuck, forgot we're all John Lennon."
Oh, and I'm the bathtub guy.
No, John Lennon is the bed guy. Oh, it's me. I'm laying in bed again. I'm the bed guy. Something you'd love to smash with a wrecking ball. My nuts are another wrecking ball.
I need some newts and frog tails.
I'm Ringo Starr!
Oh, Ringo. It's me, George Harrison.
Ringo Star.
Ringo Starr. Oh my god.
And Ghost Star, yeah. He hangs out with Postman Lone.
The second thing said on the moon. Did you bring a phone charger or cut?
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
I think my
One small
wokeness.
step for man.
Oh,
No.
God damn it.
For John Lennon.
You walk together, loose on the air.
Cheers, love, the Beatles are here.
Just so much. Just a little bit closer to the microphone with every impression.
Cheers, love. Appropriation.
So it's me, George Martin.
He is American, by the way.
Remember me, your producer?
It's me, Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
We're not even doing jokes anymore.
No, it's just like really bad impressions.
Were we ever?
I just got one, why do I watch this show, lol.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly.
I
Yeah.
saw a best bit immediately followed by a worst bit in
Oh.
chat at some point,
The
so I'm
duality.
feeling like we're doing pretty good. Oh shit.
That's the effort that just went into my round.
Do I do this one?
On John Lennon.
I'm gonna get a groan. I'm just saying, I'm gonna get a groan for this answer. I'm still gonna
Alright.
answer it.
All right.
That's fair. I'll
It's a
give you
deserved
round.
groan too. So, but you know.
My answer's gonna get a few moans.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. And then my final answer, I'm gonna get a loan.
Ooh.
Hey, do you guys want to buy some pants? Also, you want to know what my name is?
And later tonight, I'll get a bone.
It's long jaggings. Oh, long jaggings.
Funnier than Power Cloud.
Man. Something you promised to yell if you win this game. I'm John Lennon, or oi, it's me, John Lemon.
Yeah. Fair enough, yeah.
I think even the people begging for this to end deep down can appreciate it for what it is.
Apropos of nothing at all, can anyone do a Captain Jack Sparrow impression?
I can't do that, but I can.
Thank you for not missing the beat there.
I'm looking for other fellow investors. I'm opening a comedy inn. If anyone would like to join me.
You know you're in for a bad taxi ride when you do a string of crimes and can't leave, or they offer you a tenner to jack it. Yeah, I'm so pedantic because Jamie Foxx he wasn't in a taxi ride. He was driving the taxi.
Get out of here! You completely understood the reference, so it's valid.
He was the driver.
I don't care.
Postman Loans comedy in.
The best way to defeat terrorism is owning your own citizens for 17 years or with more terrorism.
Anyone?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't get the first one.
I'm gonna need you to put a little more effort into your jokes, Ryan.
Yeah.
Where's all the gone?
That was just a cacophony of noise.
That was my Tracer Jack Sparrow, and it was a little rough.
I liked it. I think it was pretty good.
Yes, more terrorism.
How do you like it? Oi, I'm John Lennon. Or does it offend you? Yeah.
That don't impress me much.
To be fair, the prompt is just horrible.
It's a bad prompt.
Yeah.
I feel like Quiplash always ends like this for some reason. Hopefully
It
it's
really
at least
does,
kind of
yeah.
funny. I don't know.
Tends to, yeah. This is the last LSS.
How would you fix the economy? Oi, John Lennon here. Or start a trade war with all our allies.
I'm so tired of winning. I just can't stop winning.
Oh man, this laughter is disguising the pain. Oh, shit.
This is some good garbage.
Yeah, it's quality. Yeah.
Yum yum.
A lot of winning.
You guys are sick
Yeah,
of winning
they
as I am.
rebelled. How ironic. They've rebelled against John Lennon.
I was expecting a groan, not a win, to be honest.
That's what I mean by owning your own citizens for 17 straight years. It's weird because the American economy is great right now. Yeah, it pisses me off. Shit's fucked. Why is it going up?
Well, I mean, it's not really.
Look at the graphs, Bear.
I know about the graphs. You know what happens with the graphs, though.
Do I? Or does John Lennon know what happens?
You mean
with
John Lemon?
Just fucking waste of our lives. It's one of those shows where I'm like, we're gonna die one day. we spent part of it doing this.
Day well spent. I was having a shitty day before just now. I'm feeling great.
The worst theme for your kid's first dance recital: Agony, The Beatles, Long Jeggings, We Didn't Start the Fire, or Hey Jude.
Yeah. surprised there wasn't more Lennons.
Just 3, just 60%.
I'm giving all of mine to long jeggings.
Yeah, me too, actually. That's a good point. Compelling.
Ugh.
Oh, it's my long jeggings.
I was gonna do it.
Yeah, you know, I just kind of had to at this point.
I hear you that it sucks that we've spent our whole day doing this, but on the other hand, a bunch of people laughed and had their days improved, so I think it's worth doing. I think we've helped.
Did they laugh?
I think the collective is better than...
You think this is my whole day?
I don't know, I'm just happy to make people smile.
I got way more cringe left in me this afternoon.
Oh, are you recording more Fortnite or something?
Oh!
Woo! Roasted, spicy.
This is really good.
Damn. Blast.
Oh, Rob, me and you tied for last on this one.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
We did it. We beat Quiplash.
Nick does own your channel now.
Yeah, that's how it
true.
works.
That's how that works.
Why not?
You gotta hand it over.
Well, I took 2 days off last week, so I lost 40,000 subscribers.
You might as well be done, yeah.
Buy low.
Is this
wonder.
You gotta be back on the grind, though, right?
Rack Attack, by the way, but also what is that a meme from something that I
Yeah,
missed?
Ninja tweeted and was like, if you're wondering why it's hard to be a streamer, I was away for 2 days of this thing and I lost 40,000 subscribers.
Me too,
And then
actually.
People were like, oh, that must be hard to only be making like, you know, $350,000 a month minimum instead of $450,000. And then a lot of people were like, yeah, but it does raise an interesting question about what it's like to make your living on this platform where it does happen to smaller streamers as well. And as a result, it leads to the situation where people never want to take time off. And somebody said, shut up, he's rich. And then
Yeah, well summarized, yeah.
then somebody jumped into my Twitter feed and said, hey, what's it like to have a prime minister? And sorry, it's John Lennon. What's it like to have a prime minister who has fake eyebrows? And I went, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's nice, you know. He's got to worry about if he can, you know, afford his next Ferrari. Small streamers got to worry if they can pay rent.
Someone's
the same
gotta look
thing.
out for. Why isn't anyone concerned for Ninja? Like,
Yeah. But I think it does raise a question about, like, you know,
oh, we gotta be concerned.
he is very rich, obviously, but still,
That's true. I think Twitch should
But
bail him out
what?
for that.
I
Honestly.
think, like,
I think we should
Give him
I
a
think
couple
if you
dozen
take-
thousand Twitch Prime subs.
I
for
think
what
if you
it's
take a day off, you should be able to submit that to Twitch, and then they just auto-renew all the subs that would have expired that day in order to make it fair for the streamer.
Oh, here, yeah, eat Ninja. If we eat Ninja, and then we can all get a part of his subs. That
and we
makes
get
sense.
his power. Yeah.
Yeah.
no, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
you're right, Chad. Oui, c'est moi, Justin Trudeau.
Live and let live.
moi, Justin Trudeau. Bienvenue, mon ami, John Lennon.
You know, there's a special place in hell for Justin Trudeau. I've heard.
Look, you're allowed to make the trade war joke, but this is a whole big bar here, Rob.
I thought it was a special place in hell for all Canadians. It's just
could
like
be,
a
yeah.
more polite place in hell.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna burn down the White House, you deserve it, honestly.
Free Olsen, bud. Sign me
The
the
CB
frick up.
stands. It works.